Hello,
Now we're
everybody,
here.
and welcome back to Far and Wide. We are down one person tonight as Flora's dad dropped by for a surprise visit, and that's more important than this, honestly. Still dead. Still dead.
In loving memory, let's add like a flower wreath, something. That'd be great.
And it's your favorite show on the internet, and the one place where no, we don't have milk. Stop asking.
Really?
I am your DM extraordinaire, AJ, also known on Monday, every other Monday, as Rykon, the Immune Dark Jedi. Yes, there's no Flora. Yes, the mace.
Get the bear mace.
I'm good for fucking Jeff.
Who's
Mike,
next?
always Mike after Roden.
Oh. I'm Micah. Still no internet presence. I am Yordrick, the Turtle Warlock, gem crafter extraordinaire, wielder of the war pick of doom. Maybe. Anyways.
And possibly easily to be tipped over.
Arguable.
You're top heavy.
Arguable.
How easy is it for Yordrick to get up if he's been knocked on his back?
I mean, turtles do it all the time.
No.
Plus, I actually have, like, appendages where I could properly use it to grab or push off of things.
Put him on his back.
Yordrick on his back.
Puts him on his back in hot sun. Sunburn.
Oh no, it's just that one joke from Bender Futurama where I've seen you get up plenty of times. I was slightly on my side. But yes, I am here as him on Saturdays, and Monday I am the maybe future mini fridge. Not sure if I want to go with that joke or not. Of Bridge, the astromech unit.
I was about to say you were.
Does Bridge contain drinks?
So
Yeah,
there is a
I'm not asking if he can, I'm asking if he does.
not currently, no.
Then you're not a mini fridge.
I mean, if you
But
do, then you
Could
could
be.
be like a hotel mini fridge, and the second someone takes it out, you charge them, even if they put it back.
On
Yeah,
on the
the second they reach in and take a drink, that'll be $5.
on the break, Toma, I'll explain where this comes from, because it might be something I could actually do.
Being a mini fridge.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll
Yeah. Non-copywritten flowers.
Wait, where's the stream? Someone send me a link. I lost mine.
Why do you not follow yourself on Twitch?
I forgot my username for Twitch, and I have yet to regain my old account, so I don't know what I'm doing. He's got me.
him.
He's got me. He sent me there. It's okay, guys. I have to watch an ad for Taco Bell. We are not sponsored by Taco Bell, but I am still forced to watch their ads. Yeah, he sent me a link. I'm gonna mute this tab so I don't hear about the delicious cheese fries at Taco Bell.
Voting for them.
Not sponsored. Not sponsored. Yeah, we'll never. We're gonna get sued by Taco Bell. Oh, you just replaced his whole face with fucking flowers.
Yeah.
That's great.
And since you're not Yoji anymore, who the fuck are you?
I don't know, AJ. No one else seems to either. I think we've pulled the wool over their eyes. Wink, scrap.
He's a
But
trash.
Yes. I am playing now Peleus, the tiefling guy. I would say more, but that would reveal more to the other people here, and I can't do that for legal reasons.
I'm so annoyed right now.
By this or by something?
No, because I just tried to get a flower wreath that was an actual PNG, and it advertised itself as a PNG. Go to download it, JPEG.
God damn it.
False advertising. That's cringe.
Well,
It's a PNG with a background.
Yeah.
that's just a JPEG with extra steps. Okay,
We're a very professional production here.
Toma, tell us about you and give us one fact about any of your other characters. Choose one.
Okay. I'm Toma. I play Scrap, sometimes Scramp.
Old, you're gonna be called Scrampa.
I just got back home from doing a sort of showing of our woodworking business to a bunch of the local woodworkers so that they know we exist. I have a bunch of free food and I'm gonna be eating that for the next like 2 days probably. A fact about one of my other characters.
Yeah.
Nick, my raccoon archaeologist investigator, is a compulsive liar.
Who names their D&D character Nick? And wait, is it Nicholas Steele or Nicholas?
It's NIQ.
Okay. N-I-C-K. Yo, it's fucking John.
What was that, Broden? What was that, Broden?
I'm just saying, like, one of you dies, your characters are gonna name fucking Josh.
He's a raccoon, and I named him that way because it was weird.
Okay.
AJ, what kind of problem?
He's got an older sibling who's the largest of his siblings, whose name is literally just Big.
It's a bombastic.
Funny. Oh my god, it is Big Cheddar.
Biggie cheese.
Biggie cheese.
And their family name is Whiskers, so it's just Big Whiskers.
Big Whiskers. Yeah. Why aren't you playing them? They're infinitely more interesting.
Damn.
Okay, you're telling me a rat man, what's up, my name is Big Whiskers, comes in, you're not way more intrigued?
I mean, on the surface, I'm intrigued, but I feel like Scrap's got like depth, you know.
No, I'm more mad than Nick.
I'll also say that Nick is Scrap if he didn't have a filter.
Oh.
That's right.
Wait,
That's
Scrap
right.
has a
Scrap has a filter.
I was gonna say, yeah, Scrap has a filter. Excuse me, are you sure about that?
Scrap warned a domestic terrorist?
Yeah.
There are
And,
things that Scrap will do, but there are also things that he won't say.
You have to really look
Well,
for it.
He'll also usually think about some of the stuff he's going to say. He just usually will say it because he knows it's going to annoy someone. The other one will just keep talking. And he's a compulsive liar, so he'll do it until you believe him. Well, the fun part about him is he does it because he knows that if he's known for lying, he can slip the big lies through and you'll think it's a small one. You'll think that he's exaggerating when he's actually like telling you what's happening, but because it seems so obnoxious, you think he's just lying.
Broden, I once again say that dear God, yes. Who is he? God,
just a little bit of social advice. If you lie all the time, you can say the truth and they'll think you're lying.
Oh
Yeah,
God, I know it.
If anyone is out there has seen Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Garrick, that is just Garrick's character. Because one of my favorite Garrick quotes is, he says the real motto of The Boy Who Cried Wolf, never tell the same lie twice. And then he also says, Oh, everything I said was true, especially the lies.
One of his favorite lies is to say that he slept with one of the other party members' wife, even though he doesn't have a wife. And whenever he says he doesn't have a wife, he just says, "Well, not anymore."
Not since the incident. But yes, as Flora was gonna do the recap, I'll be doing it instead. When last we left these... I don't even know what the fuck to call some of you. Looks at scrap. It's not a hero. That's a nuisance you've turned on others.
That's a walking bomb.
A nuisance who helped us save the world, AJ.
looks up from Moss. What?
Exactly, a nuisance we've pointed in another direction. The party had stopped in Drumbin Village to refresh their supplies and recuperate after a very quiet, 6-day car ride? Yeah, more or less a quiet 6-day road trip. To where, stopping into the tavern to eat, there was a bit of an altercation with one person's ego and Scrap's ego, and you know, when you rub two rocks together, you're gonna get a fire. That was quickly stopped out by Broden saying, "Enough, take a nap." Which, you don't gotta see people for that, that's just clap, clap, nap. So they were assisted by a strange man in all black and gold named Pallius. And Pallius proved that he really can run the ones. Pallius decided to take one individual in particular outside for a good old-fashioned talking to, neck snapping. To where he got little to no information and a knife. You know, what everyone wants for Christmas.
It's a nice knife.
A vague hint and a knife. Upon re-entering the city, Pallius was generous enough to spend most of his money to front half the cost of Far and Wide's new baby, Tofu the Axebeak, the second and a half bird to go under their ownership, which I find a little fun. And after, milling around town for a little bit, Pallius and Scrap happened to run into Sentry, Scrap's big sister, to where Pallius happened to learn Cold Bloods. Guess what? I know why they call them Cold Bloods.
Is it because their blood is cold?
It's because they're dicks.
Ah.
Cold Blood Club.
Cold Blood Club. And with the construction of their off-city property completely, the base structure finished and tofu stored there, we'll now resume with the party meeting back up home for dinner. I really like the zombie music, by the way.
It's pretty good.
I have it mute.
And royalty free as well.
Dahlia, why did you learn Kagebushin? I put my fingers together one way and poof.
What is that spell called? Isn't it like seeming, where you leave a visual duplicate of yourself behind?
No. Seeming is I can look however I want.
Greg just sort of walks upstairs into the living room area and puts his hands on his hip. Do you guys know that Sentry thought that Yoji was the smart one?
Now there are beans all over the floor.
Well, I was telling Sentry that Yoji died, and then her response was, "Oh no, the smart one's dead."
And she used the term smart?
Yes.
Hmm.
He kept saying that he was, like, the most non-problematic and down-to-earth, but I don't know.
What?
If you must.
Flora's got baggage.
It's only a problem when I run out.
Whoa. Where did this come from? Where did this ID that I'm sacrificing anybody?
Is that not what the slurry thing is?
No, it's a deterrent.
I mean, I get it.
Usually
Being
when one of
dead
those
means
breaks,
that
some people will realize, oh, this hurts. Maybe I should stop moving.
Oh, I thought them being dead was the deterrent to the other ones.
I mean, it can be.
Which, God observation, he's never really used it on an intelligent being before.
I mean,
Yeah.
everyone wants to be knocked out. No one wants to be dead.
What kind? Instant. Yeah, again, that season sucked, but that joke will never be old.
What happened to him? He died.
Yeah. What kind? Instant.
Gone.
You have the option to say no. You do not have to do what he says. You will
Yeah,
regret
guaranteed. Trust me, you're gonna die. There's no afterlife. It all just goes black.
it.
Touch. Fall.
Anyways,
What have I gotten myself into? Sacrifices now?
I'm not sacrificing anybody.
No, I'd hope not.
I pay in gemstones.
That's a much more reasonable demand.
And I get from people's blood.
What's that smell? It's blood.
It's inadvertently sacrificing their remains. Soul's still good, though.
No, I do remember Yordrik did want to divide up the loot.
That was something I brought up, but I believe Dahlia was above game. I believe Dahlia was just putting it all into her bag because she had one of the bags of holding.
Yeah, because that's the group bag. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Scrap just has a bag of holding all to himself.
Well, yours is the limited one too.
I mean, they're all limited. Mine is just more limited. Okay, I need to ask you a question really quick. Who are you planning to sell them to? He's looking at you.
Just kind of looks at you. Yes, I'm acquainted with many. I'm assuming we just have it laid out on the table, like all the stuff.
Yeah, she just took the bag and dump it. Yeah, you guys did get the Master Emerald.
So you guys want to go and sell these to a gem crafter shop? Crosses his arms and looks disappointed in you. We own a business.
Looks at Yordrik, who is a jeweler.
I was gonna say, like,
You just look over. He has one of those little scopes on his eye for looking at fine details.
Why would we sell them to a competitor shop for less money than we could just sell to a customer?
I could certainly endeavor to do so. It does raise the question of, do you want just them to be cut and cleaned, or do we actually want to turn them into specific jewelries, a set of any kind?
For that, you need the metal as well. Something to work it.
By the way, Broden is missing some stuff, so I'm gonna get it and put it back into chat.
Oh.
Yes, quite a few things.
Oh.
But it's fine, I got it. Oh, you absolutely did.
See
No,
the bull eye that we
that's
can
why
make
I'm just gonna
hands
get
out
it. Yeah, I'm getting the amounts right now. Don't worry.
Death does distract from paperwork.
Yeah, you guys do have multiple people who are good at leatherworking.
My question is, clearly the barn is not going to be the store itself, right? Or did I miss that idea? Production area.
With a small amount of renovation, you could probably turn the lower hall into some sort of shop. You probably
That-
need a fair bit more stands, shelves, that's...
Yeah, it would just be a small commute in and out of the city. It's not like it's very far.
This would be a far better
Hmm.
place to sell things, though. It's in a much more central
Being out of
location.
town, people would not likely travel out to go there, so that is certainly a thought.
Yeah, they do. And Scrap just grins.
How much of an endeavor would it be to move any current setups here to the other building once it's finished? Specifically looking towards Scrap because he knows there's a bunch of stuff in the basement.
Yeah.
Well, there would also, if you wanted to move the gardens as well.
You can keep growing them here.
Depending on how big of the
Sure.
store you want to be.
Cause like
The
part of Hara's contract is she will water the plants.
Fair enough.
Yeah, he
Okay.
comes for pollination reasons.
Just bringing that up as another thing that might have to be moved, but if not, then never mind. Because I'm thinking in the basement there's Scrap's entire setup with whatever things he has, however many barrels of stuff aging and being fermented down there. As far as that, it's just a bunch of personal belongings that would have to be moved.
I got your back.
So, above game, what do we feel about that as an idea of moving like living quarters and stuff over to the barn once it's done and just refitting these two floor buildings into an actual store?
live in a barn dominium and hopefully get personal rooms. Yes.
We're gonna have to have a rule about working the forge while people are sleeping.
Yeah, because it is one
Or
big building. It is
soundproofing.
not. You can room it off. Obviously, you can always put up walls. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You could put up walls. It's just currently it is like a studio apartment.
Hmm.
I also just want
Oh, at the barn. The barn is currently a
Or-
studio apartment.
Were there
It
any
is
large
Bare
boulders
bones.
at the barn?
No, we're not. You were in an open grassland. Why?
just a
Big
bowl.
sad.
What, you're gonna live in it?
No,
No.
sunny rock.
I will
mean,
get you a
Open
gopher.
grass fields, you just put your own rock down.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get you a custom-made sun rock.
Uh. It's a short fuse.
I would say maybe an expense to get plumbing put out there. What? Exactly. Yeah. No.
How
I
much
I
land
might move
comes
out
with the
there now.
barn?
I
I
have
just-
one problem with this idea. It would be outside the barrier for the city.
Shouldn't be too big of a problem.
Yes.
It does kind of also raise the question. We have guards for this building. Do we have guard rotation on the other building while it's being constructed, or no?
Oh.
I mean,
No.
I know we've got at least one of our guards over there right now.
Oh yeah. That's true, because they don't really sleep. They are an undead.
It's definitely something to consider, but it's clearly not something that can be done right now.
Yeah.
As far as Yordrick working on the gems, he could definitely do that. It is just a question of, do we want to just sell cut gems, or do we want him to make specific sets of jewelry? Because that's a lot of gems, and an emerald, it's a ruby, no, emerald worth 100 gold. How big
You
would you
can-
say that is? Because that could
You know
be
how big
definitely
it-
turned in.
Can you visualize how big a Chaos Emerald is? A baseball. It's a baseball.
Jeez, that's
That could definitely be turned into multiple things.
Hey, you can always cut it down. It's both.
You could also turn it into multiple pieces of jewelry that all came from the original Mother Ruby or whatever.
Original Mother Ruby?
The fuck?
I don't know terms for this shit.
Scrap's a fucking alchemist. He's not a
I'm
geologist.
a chemist.
I thought you were trying to make like a tagline for sales.
I
Like,
mean, if you comment that all of the pieces are from the same original Ruby, then
people would want to get the
it's
set.
meant to be a set.
I'd certainly do something.
You mean Yordrick's idea of getting everybody a matching ring or bracelet or something?
You can do that.
Because we had talked about that idea of everybody getting the same gem or everybody getting a gem to coordinate to their color.
Oh, getting fucking Power Ranger rings.
We're the Planeteers, and you can be one too.
All getting rings of power. Heart, friendship, incredible violence.
But it just kind of fall into a question of what things do you want Yordrick to work on versus what do we want to keep for other uses? I think shop, just because we don't really have enough colored gems to go with that idea right now. I don't think we know an enchanter.
Otherwise, I say we just let Yordrick go nuts and make whatever he wants with the gems.
One moment I'm being shouted at.
AJ! Clean your room! Chocolate! I remember when they invented chocolate. I hated it!
The old material holds up, and then the new stuff is just weird.
It's bad. Well, yeah, because they fired the original creator, and it's a whole different group that's working on it now. And
What?
it's kind of just... Yeah, SpongeBob, the original creator, he either died or he got fired. I forget which
He
one.
died.
Or a little bit of both. Yeah, and like afterwards...
Just a little bit of dying.
You know, a little bit of death. See, you can't die on us, we fired it. Anyways. So yeah, we're gonna let Yordrick go nuts with the gem cutting and making his own products for jewelry.
Hey, y'all want to know how much square footage of that bull hide you have to work with?
It was a lot.
No, I gave you pounds.
That's true.
Is it
There you
still
go.
a lot?
Tell me.
That's a good amount of hide right there. That's a good amount of pound or footage.
I
right there.
just gave you the result of the equation.
I see. Is that before or after tanning?
That's all after.
Oh shit, that's
Quick, cut it into strips, make it useless.
So, okay, yeah, you're just going to do that. What about the other stuff? Like, you have all these pieces of a bee. I didn't know if you want to do anything with those yet, or just hold them.
I do remember that words Flora has talked about maybe getting swords out of them.
I mean, if they had any alchemical uses, Scrap would want to do stuff, but if it's, like, gonna be used for weapons, you couldn't care less.
Where's the turtle stuff? No, there it is. Tough emerald scales.
That's the snake.
No. Where's the turtle stuff?
That's the problem.
What?
The ice turtle.
No, I'm talking about what Tom was referring to. For the turtle, you guys got A couple blue shell platings that could make a shield to resist resist a single blast of cold, and I believe you get 10 pounds of shells. I don't know if any of you are capable of using a shield.
I used to.
I need to double check, but I don't think that Scrap has.
Terry
proficiency.
uses a shield.
We can give it to Terry.
Yeah, you'd have to get it turned into one, but yeah, Terry.
Future
I don't-
plans involve
just
Yordrick
don't
needing
tell
to
him.
go use a shield.
We just don't tell him that we killed a turtle monster, and we have Yordrick out of the shop for a few days and tell him it's Yordrick.
Here's a turtle shell shield. Oh, simple. Yordrick froze to death. Yordrick and Yoji took each other out in some sort of morbid murder-suicide. It's just Dolly and Scrap again.
Okay, then.
Yes, you also say I didn't know if you want to do anything with the armor. You don't have to decide. You don't have to decide that now. Just letting you know everything you have the thing to use. By the way, Toma, those bullhorns do potentially have the ability to make a fire resist potion.
Yeah.
Yes.
We had made the joke of pants.
Yeah, you could make
Heroin
literal hot pants.
I'm just what's on pants made of bull leather? I'm gonna lie so many times.
Yeah, I can resist fire.
Fire's always been rather hot to me.
Or are you fire resistant or fire retardant?
What did you just call me?
I knew it. I knew it.
No, flames hurt. Just like anything else.
Is there anything that doesn't hurt you?
If I try really, really hard, swords and other mundane sources of damage.
What does that mean?
Try harder. You're not trying hard enough.
Oh, when you've lived life as I have, you have a certain mindset in fights. And that can help you resist things. Whether it's dodging or taking blows.
Wins. I mean, I probably won't do it any more than I already do, but sure. As long as it doesn't make whoever I throw it at hurt less.
All right. Just.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what you can do with those. Scrap, there is that wasp poison gland.
Can it just be used for poison, or can it be used for anything else?
It is a biological thing that makes poison.
Yeah, but sometimes certain venoms can be used for other things than just hurting people.
Not this one. This one is purely for defense and it is a paralytic.
Does it continuously create more, or does it have a limit?
Depends on how good you roll for either alchemist tools and you're gonna need medicine to basically, it's a living organ. Essentially, it can make it makes a poison that cannot kill.
I mean, that'd be
Hurt
pretty
like-
useful.
It'll hurt like a bastard, but if it drops you to 0, you're paralyzed instead.
and it's pretty good.
Ooh.
Paralyzed or unconscious?
Both.
Yes.
It just says it reduces you to, if we're going off the stats of Giant Wasp, where if the damage of the poison reduces you to 0, you are stable, but you're poisoned for 1 hour, and you're paralyzed.
So it's a thing to prevent something from just getting right back up. And
Yeah, so basically, even if someone heals, you're still paralyzed.
And it's useful if we want to be able to keep them alive. And still deal a good amount of damage. I'm assuming the poison deals extra damage, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
3d6.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
That's a lot.
That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Or on a sword. Or a shovel.
I was about to say it. Just don't inhale this. Hands blow dart.
No, I'm honestly surprised I don't see rogues using blow darts more because it is a finesse weapon.
Mike,
It does a single damage, but
Mike,
you
I
can go
could-
sneak attack with it.
Mike,
Mike,
I
I'm-
can spell out why completely. DMs never give poison. Vanilla poison's worthless.
It sucks.
It does, the blow dart itself does 1 damage.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It does 1 damage, but on the hands of a rogue, you'd be getting your sneak attack with it more often.
Yes,
The
but you're,
only
but you're
benefit
way
it
better
is-
off just using a poisoned arrow.
The only benefit you would have is that it's more silent, because a short bow or a bow is going to make a lot more noise than a...
If
Yeah,
the
and-
DM would allow someone to hit them with a blow dart without them knowing where it came from and not breaking stealth with it, then yeah, cool.
Yeah, that would actually be pretty good then. 'cause-
Yeah, as far as vanilla goes, there's a lot of reasons why.
I propose a change to blow dart that says that if you hit with the attack, you don't break stealth.
I'm very amenable to that.
Well, if anyone wants to use blow darts in the future,
Yeah.
Which they're, I think, no, are they a martial weapon?
I don't think so.
no,
I think it is.
maybe.
Hold on.
That'd be awkward.
I've never actually used one before, so I
No
genuinely
one
don't-
has.
I've played this
Blowgun.
game for 5 years. I still don't know.
Yeah, martial blow.
Martial weapon.
Wow,
Dumb.
that's something right there.
That's one of the most simple weapons. It's got
You
a
gotta be
range
careful
of
not to inhale the
25,
dart.
100.
No, to be fair, Broden, pike is a martial weapon, and that is thrust forward. The act of using it is not what we're talking here.
For sure, like a hand
Okay.
axe is also that, and it's like a guy, it's an axe.
Scrap is interested in trying to use the gland to manufacture more poison over time, simply because it would give us a non-lethal option.
I'm gonna say it's not going to be an infinite source. It's an organ. That will rot and die.
Hmm.
That's just good as much as possible.
What if we used it as part of the base components for a magic dagger or something that produces that kind of poison?
Then that would absolutely be a thing. It'd be based on like charges and shit.
I would be fine with it being charges.
So,
Can Scrap take some time to take that to some of the magic item producers he knows in town and see if that's a thing that can get done?
Well, I've already got you slotted to talk to a wizard.
so
there you go.
let's go ahead and go down this line and just separate things for what we've already decided. Golden candlesticks, bronze chalices, copper pieces, that is just money as is ipso facto.
Which you could sell or melt down. You have a craftsman.
That is true. So
Yeah.
what do we feel like we want to do? Do we want to use this as resources or use it to make money?
I mean, if you can melt it down into metal, Yordrik, you could probably turn some of that metal into jewelry.
Yes,
Depending on what it is.
yes I can, but one thing about that is just my kit comes with stuff that I'm able to work with as well, but having more stuff is not a bad idea.
Okay, if your kit comes with metals that you can work, it should run out at some point.
Yes, that's why I have to
We-
restock it.
Mike and I discussed this behind the scenes.
Yeah, if you already have like the gold and stuff to make like jewelry and finer stuff with, then I'd say yeah, just sell it. Resource.
Mm-hmm.
We could take the chalices to Dwargon and have him customize them.
Yo, cool. Silently nod. Give us an hour.
Oh, look, there goes that one brain cell.
Hey, they got it this time.
This Capri Sun sucks.
What?
Those go to Micah.
Yo.
The fangs with the scales. Okay. Yeah. And Broden, just for ipso facto, I would not make your armor look any different if you choose to make armor out of these. Oh, I know what it. Yeah, I know. I mean, I know what it would do. I'm saying, like, for aesthetics, you still get to keep the cool samurai armor.
I am going to take the gems off of the group inventory because that is just a fact. I am taking them to work on them.
Toma, using the poisonous snake fangs would definitely help lower the cost of a poison dagger.
Could use it as the blade.
Yeah, one of them as the blade. You got the poison gland.
Where is... There it is, group inventory. I was like, where'd it go?
I ate it.
Why is stuff in black? I hate it being in black on a black background. I can barely see it.
Do you have roll 20 set to nighttime or something?
Oh,
Yes.
Micah, we're not psychopaths. We have everything set to dark mode.
Of course.
Scrap was looking at that for fire resistance potions, possibly.
I mean, well, he was gonna turn him into a fire resistance potion, but it doesn't sound like we need one.
Well, sell it.
That as well.
I mean, yeah, what would be a decent amount of money I'd be able to make on a fire resistance potion?
So these horns are pretty big, so you would get more than one potion per each horn. I would say you'd get 3 per horn.
Okay.
And I would if I was, if I was potion man, what I would charge for a potion that would let you resist the damage type for a minute, I'd probably charge 25 gold or more.
I mean, considering a basic healing potion is like 50 gold.
Yeah, I'd probably call that like 30 easy on the open market at minimum.
So like 90 per horn.
Yes.
In terms of potion ingredients, these horns are worth about 150 to 190 gold.
Yeah.
Which is pretty great. I know Flora has like a wasp stinger of her own that she wanted to keep. No, the horns. You would only need one.
You'd need one poisonous serpent fang, and
one giant wasp poison gland,
and that one,
and 2 red bull ones.
Okay, so that's where I'm keeping it. There we go. Lab basement stuff.
Alright, I've got some fun stuff for Pallius too. Like murder.
Ooh.
You're capable of great things. Like murder. Yes.
Say Hassan does prefer to do that kind of stuff just to melt it down into bars. Oh god, you're gonna beat his ass. Yeah.
That's fine.
I have removed the 3 items.
I don't know if you plan to keep it. I know Micah got a silver knife out of that too.
The
Did Yordrick ever explain why he hates lycanthropes so much?
I don't remember it.
I don't think so.
Alias could always ask him.
Well, I don't
Has-
even know he has a thing against lycanthropes.
Has he even mentioned the ring being used against lycanthropes?
Yeah, he
Yes.
mentioned it to you guys, just not to Peleus yet.
So, as he pulls out the silver dagger, Trap just sort of looks at him. So what's your deal with lycanthrope things?
You mean just those that are cursed into the wilds of animals?
I mean, you seem to really not like them for some reason, even though maybe they could be cured.
Oh, most certainly there are cures for it in the early stages. But
Well,
the
is there a
longer-
reason specifically that you hate them because you really don't seem to like them?
There's a rather large band of raiders back home in Weckingar that most of their ranks were of different wolf, tiger, bear varieties.
And they work together?
Strangely enough, yes. More than likely, whatever was in charge of that group deemed respect and forced them all to work together.
Hey, Peleus.
Yes.
I need you to roll me a general intelligence.
You want me to GM roll it, or?
No, standard. Roll it. Roll in the open for now. Unless it's a
Well-
private thing, just roll.
I don't think it's a private thing, yeah.
Nope.
That's a 1.
Ugh.
Carry on.
But the town I lived in, due to it being a mining town for the longest time, was a prime spot for raiding and attacks in general. And one of their means of doing such thing was, in their human guises, entering towns, either as travelers, vagrants, merchants, and then when night would come, they would shift and cause cause chaos, damage, attack people, steal things.
It sounds more like you hate bandits who happened to be lycanthropes.
You could definitely see it that way. I just
Yeah,
he
so-
kind of he sort of just he lifts up his hand and sort of shows the ring. I use this just to check to see if people are what they appear to be.
Does
In most
Oh, I
cases.
noticed you
anyway.
tried to
Does-
rub my hand with that.
does silver work on all shape changers or specifically lycanthropes?
Specifically lycanthropes.
Scrap pulls out 2 weird green and red valves. Who put these in the bag?
What is that?
there are 4 healing valves in the bag.
I think those got split up. I think those got split up to one first back in the dungeon. I know Yoji used up his.
I know. I know. So very
I'm-
funny. So what you do is you jam it into them, you turn it, and they get better. Damn it, Yordrick, live! Turn.
No.
It's stuck.
It's just you just slap it on their back of the head, and it's like the valve on the back of the guy's head in the Half-Life thing.
Hmm. Yes, that's why Micah hates skin changers.
Oh, Yoji, I don't think I
You changed the number, but you didn't change what they were called.
Oh, we're committing.
committed to the bit.
Salve.
Salve.
Salves, not valve.
Stressful life.
Life. It all started when I was born.
You see,
It all started when I was born.
Neither
The
of my
biggest
parents
mistake
showed
of
up.
my life.
Oh, tell me about it.
We're not here. I used to be a lawn gnome. There are 3 dots in the top right. Hide. Do you mean like in the Roll20 chat? Oh, what chat? Then?
Twitch chat, someone's spawning.
Oh yeah. That's the thing. I'm in mod view, but I can't see it anymore. If you can tell me what the username is, I can ban them.
Circulating Groy.
They
I
are
just
not.
banned them.
Oh, never. There they
Thank
go.
you.
Scrap did it. He deleted it.
Yeah, I just got into the mod view, so I didn't have the option.
Anyways.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you gotta figure it out now. Yeah, you basically dissected a giant bee. There's some shit that can be done with that. So
Hold on.
you could make plate art. You could make a. Oh, you could probably make like.
I already took the main things out. Wait. I removed the horns. Why is it back? Wait, so do we need to edit it and then both close it?
No, only one edit will save at a time.
Then why did you tell me to take them out while you were editing it?
We just learned.
I don't think we knew. We were still
Well, we
looking.
didn't know.
Okay. One person at a time. Click on the inventory.
I thought I was the only person doing it because I was told to do it.
The lid.
There, it's removed.
Say the watch stuff could be turned into like splint armor.
What do we do about the antenna and the eyes?
The eyes could be turned into some sort of cool goggles. The antenna, we'll figure that out.
The
There we go.
antenna allow you to smell color.
Maybe a blind sight potion.
That'd be pretty useful.
10 feet of blind sight for a little bit.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Throw that on someone else and let Yordle cast darkness on some people.
Cast what?
Darkness.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know
we
the
throw-
spell you cast last time.
We throw them on Palius, and it suddenly, the Doom song. Do.
It's scarily.
That was the Ultra Instinct theme.
Close.
But yeah, that stuff is done.
Palius, do you want free stuff if they'll give it to you?
Honestly, I haven't exactly helped them earn any of this, but if they would offer, then yes.
No, that's not. Flora has her own.
I could think of a punching dagger made of the stinger, perhaps, and maybe a similar sort of apparatus for the pincers.
Above game, I need to ask: does Palius have a tail?
Yes.
It's even got a bracelet on it.
I'm just imagining like the stinger is attached to his tail, and he uses that as a weapon.
Why would you ever want to use your tail as a weapon? Oh, I can. It's a very thick tail.
That's a Micah comment, not a Yordle comment. But if
Have
it is just a
Have you
like
guys
a
ever
neat...
seen an alligator hit something with their tail? It just kind of explodes.
We're gonna turn Palius into an Ankylosaurus.
Oh,
Well, I could use my tail as another whip, but I would have a regular whip for that. Could work. It'd be much harder. I would ensure that. Also, tieflings' tails grow back.
do
What?
they?
Yes.
Pulls out,
Nani?
pulls out a knife. Is that something we're testing now?
No,
Right.
it's a simple statement.
I mean, that's
I
interesting.
don't know. I think this theory needs to be proven.
Yeah, suddenly the entire city. Huh?
Even the baby pulled out a knife.
Okay, I'll go do it to Flora then.
Oh, new party member already.
She
She's
basically holds out a glowing. It's true. You don't have an owner, and nor any of your shots. Oh,
Also-
that killed him.
Who killed who? Scrap dead?
You weren't talking after you said we'd taken strays. Like, well, the realization he was a stray killed him.
Scrap was one of the original people.
No, Peleus basically said earlier, I think, oh, new party member already. I mean, I know we spoke with Flora about staying here for a little while, but
I mean,
I wasn't aware you were recruiting.
we kind of just had someone die, so it's not a bad idea. But...
Well, certainly not. I'm not looking to replace.
Honestly, I kind of thought that Terry might move into the new position.
I mean, I believe you already asked me multiple
Yeah,
questions.
you did that already.
If you want to ask them again, then go right ahead.
Or he could ask, or Dolly could ask any that come to the top of her head. Well, Palias, you feel the urge to get up and make a sandwich. No, him do. Palias do.
I could just go up and get going on some food here. I am rather hungry.
Yeah, she did make some dinner, so you could just. Yeah.
What did you make, Dahlia?
Ooh.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
As well.
So I just noticed the pouch of seeds from buried chest that had a silver Jumbia dagger.
Yep.
So
That's the dagger that
I
Jordan got.
completely misread that as jambalaya dagger.
Hold on, it's spicy.
Hey, wait a second.
It's because
Well, anyway.
it's because he's from Louisiana.
I
I'm
forget,
going
did I
to go
ever
ahead and-
identify what kind of seeds those were?
I don't
Nope.
think we did.
Is there a way for me to
Let's
do that
find
now that
out.
we're back in the city?
Probably.
I guess I'll go ahead and dish up, and I will grab a fork and a spoon, and I'll take out the pig dagger and put it on my plate, and walk back over to the couch and sit down to eat.
He's gonna sacrifice his meal.
So you all recognize the knife.
I don't think Yordrick has interacted with
Except
those
for
knives
Yordrick.
before, so he has no reaction to it. He's kind of just looking at the gems thinking right now.
You didn't happen to pass a strange rogue who had a weird fascination with daggers on your way into town, did you?
Can't say I did, no.
So where'd you get that?
Oh, this? It's
Uh-huh.
just a knife.
No.
Well, what is it then?
It's a sacrificial dagger used by a cult that's been annoying us.
I mean, it looks like a steak knife right now.
So are you gonna tell us where you got it, or are we going to assume that you're part of said cult?
Secondary actions. No.
Why can't they just be? Why can't they just be hungry or dead?
Dolly, why don't you dish up and come here and let's have a chat?
Dead.
Yordrick just seems confused.
Why are you calling
cult.
it that?
Calling what?
Dish up. That's so weird.
I grab a dish and put some food on it. Is that strange?
I've never heard it called that before.
Well, I'm not exactly from Illyria. I'm sorry. We use different phrases. Yeah, it is. It's my Yordrick.
So I'm
So-
not cutting Flora's tail off then.
You
But
would
what if
die.
it grows back like a Gexy's?
You would die so fast.
Who don't like scraps odds against a wizard? I'm sure you're not members of the cult then?
Puts away dagger, pulls out shovel, starts sharpening shovel.
Well, I may have lied last night. Well, not. I have had run-ins with these people before, similar to you, but I wanted to test you first. Because last night, as it turns out, at least one of the people who started a fight in that bar belongs to the cult. That is where I managed to grab this knife from.
Shrub just like hops up and sits on the bookshelf. You shouldn't try to test me. I'm either going to pass or liable to blow something up.
Well, you did pass this time, so it seems my judgment is sound.
Well, that's because we didn't see him do it.
Yeah, none of
Yeah.
you saw him do it. But
I think
then-
you even went up to go to sleep too, so it was like,
Yep.
yeah.
Yordrick saw him just drag a guy out.
So,
Yep.
all
I
I'm gonna say
mean-
is your call to make on that roll.
He's being honest right now, as far as you can tell. I mean, he did drag the guy out. Like, he did drag him out. He did, you know. Well, you're in. Well, I don't need to roll deception.
He doesn't.
What do you think? What would Dahlia think?
With that answer.
I know, an insight isn't a lie detector.
Exactly, that's what I was just about to say. Insight's not a you instantly know, it's the best you're gonna get.
You're not zone of truthing me, you're skill checking.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did. I told you, he's being honest as far as you can tell. Yes. I used a tone that made it sound sus, but it was still the same thing. I love fucking.
I'll get Yoji back one way. If it happens the third time, you do get Terry.
God damn it. Well, if Peleus dies, I'm going to be very surprised. Anyways, where were we again? I am not exactly friends of these people either, and as for where they are, I have reason to believe they're in Illyria. Well, that's good to hear, because I honestly was 50-50 on whether or not you were also members and waiting for me to fall asleep so you could assassinate me.
But you followed all of us home?
Would have been a hell of a lot smarter for you to wait till I slept. You're very bad at this whole assassinating people business, aren't you?
I was just about to say we're not assassins, so we shouldn't be good at it.
Oh, well then I can certainly help fill out your roster then. You do make a delicious steak, by the way.
What, do you want to insight that one? But then
Suffice
you
it to
really...
s-
That's your couch.
Yeah, that was gonna say.
You just... Never mind.
I
About to say you should
apologize.
shoot Yordrick with him.
You
Hey,
really did. That was why
Alice?
Scrap was mad. The main reason he was mad is because you just sort of blew up everything around him, too.
Hey, Alias.
Yes?
As you finish your food, your knife sort of floats up and flies into this wall.
Oh, that's new.
What the heck?
Oh,
I'll get up and pull it out.
Okay, you
If I-
now hold the knife.
Is it pulling on his hand at all?
If
No.
I had to
Feel any sort of tug?
guess,
He does not.
if I had to, absolutely.
You're just gonna go around
it
and look
fly
on the
over
other
there.
side of the wall. Is there anything on the immediate other side of the wall?
Nope, just Flora.
Wait, did it go through the meteor painting?
No. That's why I specifically pinged away from it.
Okay.
So,
Like, okay, he didn't visibly throw it. It was sitting on his
And he
plate.
not
so,
throw it,
like,
it was sitting on the table.
it wasn't me. It was the cult.
Ghosts?
So, what was that about?
I honestly have no idea.
Insight.
I'm genuinely not really sure on how the artifacts work.
They're all perfectly intact.
Scrap squints.
Is this...
Scrap, with the natural one insight, you believe is the ghost of that cow that he just ate.
A spike.
Yorder kind of looks to Scrap. Does this have anything to do with the demons you were talking about before?
I don't know anything about demons. I was still pretty sure they're not actually demons.
Mythologies aside, I do believe they're causing a great deal of strife here. And they've been attempting to spread as well. As for why I was dispatched here.
Dispatched by who?
Really? So they've attacked you in your own home then?
They really hate me because I didn't accept their deal or whatever. I mean, they made me touch it. It just I wasn't feeling it. Wasn't my thing.
I'm sorry. Dispatched by who?
I don't know, some
Well,
pig guy.
No, he said he was dispatched here. Dispatched by who?
well, by my family, of course.
Wow, your hearing's really good for being on the other side of a wall.
I was going to say, that is quite impressive, yes.
He's got bat vision!
What's even more impressive is that we can all hear him crystal clear as well.
My booming voice.
What's up, starry meteor painting? Oh yeah, window.
A hole in the wall! A hole in the wall where Yordrick can hear everything.
Yordrick
times-
always knows.
As to answer your question, though, Yordrick, I was dispatched by my family to come here and deal with them in any way I could.
So
Of
your
course.
family has regulative interactions with this group, or is it just a general seek out?
Also,
We
is this
are-
like a send the youngest member as a proof of courage sort of thing, or a
Sort of.
send a competent member who can deal with this shit because you have a history of dealing with this shit?
I am a bit of a problem solver where I come from. You see, my family are, well, businessmen and women. And the chaos this group sows, if it should spread, could cause problems for us.
So
As
this
well
just
as-
happens to be a problem that you're solving, or this is the kind of thing your family's dealt with before?
These specifically, no. We've dealt with other problems before. But this group is relatively new.
Okay, that's less suspicious, because if it was them having dealt with this kind of thing before, I would have asked how if it was so new.
Yes, no, I'm talking about other people. Bandits, other problematic groups who would disrupt society.
Well, most of these guys are just kind of people doing cults shit.
Merchants, for the most part, actually. Business owners, investors. We've made a decent life back in Leon, and employ a great number of people in many businesses and lines of work.
You deal in death.
Me? Occasionally, but preferably not all the time. Messy business, really.
Sort
Only
of rubs the chin. I'm not sure if that's cool or not.
It's awfully hard to make money off of death. Dead men can't pay debts. Nor do they contribute to the economy, nor can they work.
I don't know. Wars seem pretty profitable.
Hey, bro, new here. Tell you to clap your hands twice. And as she comes back inside, with her is a skeleton with a rake. Yeah, it was just a skeleton in modest clothing, Peleus, holding a rake. Yeah,
I'm aware
it's
that
ordered.
undead workers can be excellent for simpler tasks and certainly can help, but they don't raise families.
You contribute to the economy.
They don't raise families, and they don't continue society. They don't continue to keep things growing and moving forward. They simply maintain what already is.
That seems not inclusive of you. He can adopt.
He shakes his head no. The skeleton just shakes no.
Well, at the risk of sounding a bit discriminatory, we prefer to hire live people. People who are not mortally challenged, as your friend.
I wouldn't really call him a friend. I was mostly making a joke to see how weird you were gonna be.
Mortally challenged.
It's a good one, right?
Yeah.
Live adjacent.
Alivened.
Skin and bone without the skin.
Cadaverific.
So. Oh, far from it, no. Yes, I believe we can help each other here.
If you have information about the cult, you might want to provide it to Inspector Shine. He's kind of into that.
You have someone within the law that is doing this, or is he a private investigator?
I think he's a detective with the guard or something.
Well, he could be someplace to start, yes.
He's also a little jumpy sometimes.
And I believe you might already know this, but as for information, I simply know they've infiltrated Illyria. To the exact extent, I don't know, but clearly they must be...
I mean, we had
Some
like
sort of
20
business.
other daggers at one point.
Considering how bold they were in attacking you in your own homes, clearly they have a strong presence here.
That or a ghost or something, but then, I mean, we got the spell I don't know what those things are. Just one of the things on the wall.
Hey!
Excuse me. Sorry. Hold on. The heck?
Yordrick, you're a demon!
I forget, do we have electricity or are these lamps on the walls like candles?
They're magic lamps, I think.
Glowing crystal.
Yeah.
Neat.
AJ said, yeah, we talked about that yesterday when you got told to get fucked by your sister, if I remember right.
Yep.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Because Scrap complained about getting robbed, and then Sentry told him to get
Oh.
fucked.
Right.
A quaint gesture, I suppose. But I mean, you haven't been attacked ever since you put them up, right? Oh, and maybe they work.
There was that instance of the invisible creature inside.
So you think
Where
you
did
might
that
have been
pseudo
looking
dragon
into
go,
these?
anyways?
After we invited them in for a nice dinner.
Which he thoroughly
Hmm.
enjoyed.
Speaking of the post office, did we not? Speaking of the post office, did we get any mail? We've been gone for a
Laura
while.
did.
Oh boy.
And Flora's gone, so
Yeah, which I already sent to Kat. She also has a package, which is also hers. We know.
No.
And Mr. Large did send you a letter basically giving you the condolences for Yoji's death. He's gonna miss having another big guy, even though this one was pretty small. And that he's willing to cover the cost of funeral expenses.
Huh.
You said this was from Lug?
No, Mr. Large.
I was gonna say
Hey,
Lugkin, right?
Lug can... Lug not...
Right.
We've been over this. Lug not dumb. Lug just have speech impediment.
Who is Lug?
You explain this to him. I'm gonna use the bathroom. Explain it in character.
Lug was an ogre, right? Okay, so you know ogres, right?
I'm aware of them.
Well, we're kind of friends with one. Yeah, he like guards a whole town with the guards and also helps them move heavy stuff. Honestly,
Okay.
we set them and that town up real well. Yeah, they got like a marble quarry or something. This, I forget, did we even have to pay like movement expenses or was it just all paid for? Yeah, the
Eh.
transportation costs alone on that marble would have been ridiculous.
You gotta lick the marble.
So you've asked some questions of me. What about you?
I mean, what do you want to know?
What do you know about them? Clearly, you've run into them before.
Absolutely
You live
nothing.
here, and they've bursted into your home. Have you made any attempts to investigate them further?
I mean, they had some weird skeletons that liked whipping each other to the point that they were taking turns. We shut down one of their forging operations where they were making these daggers. We have that forge now, yeah. They were...
Right, that makes sense.
That was really interesting to watch. Like, it was horrific, but it was really interesting.
Yeah, Yordrick, you're hearing this for the first time, actually. Yeah, no, they have watched a guy starve within an hour.
I'm gonna be honest, the more I hear about this, the less I want to deal with them.
And then there was this one lady that has some sort of bond with dragons out in the forest that they were trying to recruit. And we just sort of told her, why bother doing that when you've got dragons?
Does this have anything to do with the part of the contract where we're not to be violent towards Draconic?
I'm guessing.
Yeah. Again, I'd like to clarify. We're 100% within our right to kill a dragon if it attacks us. Yeah, as long as it's
Specifically,
not
we have to
having
try
it.
to strike a deal with
Yeah,
it, or
we
can
have to
talk.
specifically try to convince it to not kill us and leave us alone. But if it's going to require something unreasonable and still wants to kill us, then we're within our right to kill it.
Yeah, like, for the above game, essentially, they have to make a genuine effort to resolve it peacefully. But if he says, "Give me your skin and I'll let you pass," no.
Like, we might have to pay them off a little bit,
Wait,
but
they
if they ask
say that, and
unreasonable
Scrap
things...
just happens to be shedding at that week.
Yeah, you're not like if it asks you to trade lives, that's unreasonable. If it asks you to trade money, that's more reasonable. Yeah, if they say 1,000,000 platinum, go fuck yourself, homie.
What is the worth of a single mortal life?
About
About
350.
350.
Yeah, say about 350.
Gosh darn it, that brain cell moves fast.
Yeah, 350.
350.
No, that'd
And
be
then you realize
305.
that they were the Loch Ness monster the entire time.
That'd be 305, not 350.
So
We go-
suffice,
Trying to
Five
shortchange me.
so
You
suffice
dare defy the Loch Ness monster? Oh shit, I shouldn't have told you who I was.
Anyways.
This has reached our highest level of stupidity. Let's move on.
Suffice it to say, we cannot go out of our way to kill dragons. Not that I really have any qualms with them.
I mean,
It's
if
always
they're like
confused me why
terrorizing
white
an
dragons
entire
live out in the tundra.
location, if they're terrorizing like an entire territory, and we go and try and convince them to cut that shit out, and they refuse, I think we can deal with it.
In
And
the event that that happens, yes.
this deal does not apply to drakes or wyverns or what are the noodles with legs that hate dragons? We fought a robot one once.
Lindworm? Or...
No, they're in D&D. They're like electrical.
No, they're not drakes. It's a specific name. A lot of cloud giants and stuff keep them.
I don't know. We're getting off topic again. Yes, we got the contract down.
It's always befuddled me why.
Oh, that shouldn't be too much of a problem for myself.
Scrap just chuckles to himself.
Also,
Looks down
you'll-
the lantern.
I will leave.
Also, Yodrick, as for your statement earlier with regards to tangoing with this cult, I don't think you have much of a choice now that you've associated with these people and myself as well.
It does seem likely unfortunate.
Especially
But
if any of the other ones back at that bar were other members as well.
in the course of talking about the cult, have you explained about the rat people?
So far, no.
I haven't said
Yeah,
anything about
they're
that.
unrelated.
They're not related.
Yeah, they're totally different things. if I
Jack
remember right.
Monterey was just a dick.
Yeah, he was just an ant.
I thought he was doing stuff for the cult.
Nope.
Nope, that was a whole separate thing.
I mean, if he was, this is information to us. As far as we're aware, he was just a guy trying to do some stuff.
No, because his rats were warlocks. Because he made a deal.
He gave them some rat he gave them rat soldiers.
Okay, I wasn't crazy then.
Oh, okay, so
Now, Micah, you can be two things.
I knew he had made a deal at some point. I knew there was some connection there.
We're not even streaming right now. You're talking into your computer alone.
I will stab
You're
you.
talking to your grandma.
you have to let go. The accident wasn't your fault, Micah.
I'm alive out of spite.
We've done the gas.
Slowly lowers it onto your trick. Oh
We've
no.
done the gaslighting. Now we just need the gatekeep.
Like Dahlia, continue to girl boss. But it is late. Yeah, I know. It's a. You may not be allowed in the arena dimension, but yeah, you can definitely go talk. Oh, that temple. Yeah, no, you can go talk to people. As Dahlia walks out the door, and you hear, "Here's my strut." Doop to doop.
I might just go see if I can try and figure out the nightlife of this city if anyone wants to come with.
hops over the couch and pokes at the pig dagger that flew against the wall earlier.
It's a knife.
To be
None of
honest,
the other ones did that, so...
strange. Do you have anyone who I could perhaps bring this to? I know you mentioned that investigator earlier. Anyone else who can either dispose of it or...
I mean, the guard kinda know that we're dealing with this kind of stuff, so you could probably just bring it to the guardhouse, and they'll make sure that it's taken care of.
I don't think I'm going to trust the average guardsman with this sort of duty.
I mean, if my sister's there, you can trust her.
Oh, her I might be willing to trust. As I said, they've infiltrated the city, so there's no telling exactly who you can trust and who you can't.
Yeah, I would specifically give it to either Sentry or Inspector Shine.
One of the two couldn't do well. Do you happen to know a seer by any chance? Or
Do
some
I?
sort of diviner?
You know, an illusionist. Above
Do
game.
I?
Above game.
You saved a wizard that it was illusion magic from the caves with the rats.
His name
Right.
was Frederick.
I mean, I know a guy who's good with illusions, but I don't think you're asking for the fake stuff.
Above game, divination wizard's not in this game.
No, I'm looking more for someone who would be able to trace subjects back to their places of origin and that sort of thing.
Is there not like a maker's mark on the dagger or something?
If I were a blacksmith for a demonic cult, why would I go stamping my name on every single knife I made?
Pride.
Branding. As the person getting sacrificed, that's a nice knife. I should get one in my next life.
Well, I guess I should rephrase that. Pride and the general lack of intelligence of cult people.
I mean, I look over the knife. Is there any kind of marking at all for that? I mean, I don't think there's gonna be
Please
one. I like.
say yes.
There's some writing in Abyssal.
Sure. What does it say?
Oh wait, you speak that?
He's a
Maybe.
tiefling.
Tieflings get infernal, not Abyssal.
I
Check
have
your
multiple
thing,
other
but-
languages. I do speak Abyssal.
Okay, sweet. It honestly, in Abyssal, says steak knife.
I mean, it's made for cutting into pigs, so...
Well, I mean, considering it was used for...
It's also owned by to represent a gluttony demon.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Anything in cut will be steak.
Like, it is literally the thing that it is eating souls with. So, like, you know, maybe.
It also says his name on it, which I will PM to you.
Okay. The name of the demon or the name of the guy who
Yeah,
made it?
the name of the
Yeah, you
demon. So,
Okay.
property of Jimmy.
Manufactured proudly in the forge of Mike Swanson.
Made in China. Dagger snaps immediately.
Made in China. You don't even bend it; it just breaks.
Okay. Notes have been taken. Well, no, it's not a gibberish.
Are you sure it's gibberish?
Yes. I mean, look, can you make out anything with these squiggles? Some sort of runes, maybe some kind of magical activation for the ritual?
Yeah.
No idea.
Do I recognize the language, AJ?
Do you speak Abyssal?
I don't, but that doesn't mean I don't recognize that it's a language that exists.
Have you ever looked at a genuinely foreign language for the first time?
Yeah, it looks like a bunch of... It looks like someone tried to type in wingdings.
It's very unlikely that most things are just random squiggles, though.
It's a runic language, so it looks like random squiggles to you.
I'm certain they have some sort of religious significance to somebody, somewhere.
So does
So
anyone
what
want
kind
to
of
go?
nightlife are you specifically looking for?
What would you recommend?
Staying in my lab and working on stuff.
Well, I'm not really the person to ask. Unless you're looking for a change of pace, that is.
I mean, I grew up in the city with siblings, so I know where stuff is.
This is the parking lot where the kids smoke.
Here's the hill where the kids fuck.
Scrap, we're not going there.
Here's the alley where the kids get alcohol.
And here's the school. I don't know what the kids do there. That's never been clear to us. Yeah, so does Scrap go with Pallius? No. Does Yordrick want to go with Pallius?
I never
Look at
mentioned
what
thinking.
I was like, yeah, wait, I have so many things for him to work on in the lab.
I mean, it's a stressful time for you all. Surely some actual downtime to rest and relax and do something fun is in order.
Yordrick has just kind of been sorting through the gems. Kind of just lays them down for a second. Sure, a bit of fresh night air might do me some good.
Excellent then. It's always more fun to go with friends.
And as Dahlia is walking down the street as the sun starts to set, let me skip the first 2 bullet points of my page.
Oh.
Goodbye, Flora bullet points.
Goodbye, Flora side story.
Rose page over shoulder.
You walk into the Monarch Temple, the usual art gallery, and you speak to the head priest, which I will remind is a Kenku in a wheelchair.
Woo!
Yep, a toucan.
How weighed down is the back of their wheelchair?
What do you mean?
I mean, they're a toucan, right?
Yeah?
I assume their beak makes them top heavy.
Take that back. They're rolling. Oh, young Miss Dahlia. What are you doing at this hour?
Young Miss Dahlia. Fuck you doing?
I am wearing my footsie jammies.
Going out, my day.
My jammies. I suppose some studio space could be arranged. How long would you be needing this? If that is what you'd like to do, follow me. As they are going to wheel their way to the temple, and they show you to a small private studio with a skylight, so you could paint the moon if you wanted to, or the sunrise, or what have you. All that is in there is some canvases, an easel, and essentially a Bible. And an incense burner.
Is the Bible a finger painting book for
No, but
children?
it's got pictures. Yep, it's like the Book of Mormon. That's a real thing. One time in high school, I was in a hotel, and they had a Bible and a Book of Mormon in the drawer. I look, and there's pictures.
Honestly,
Colored
that's like
pictures.
a great Bible sequel.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, we will handle that stuff in a bit, okay? Feel free to do as many rolls and message me what you paint. Which you all say, this painting is for first roll, this painting is for second roll, okay? Yes. No, hold on, let me check the calendar, I just want to make sure. Yeah, I think it is 6, but again, I just want to be 100% with you. And they do provide you with bread and water, simple. Yes, 6 days. Simple food. Yeah. And as Yordrick and Peleus walk into the lit street. Ooh.
The first one was you just racked with grief and you're just spamming paint onto the painting.
Jesus, that was a lot of 20s.
Okay. And as you two are walking out, Scrap, you are left alone with
your thoughts.
With your thoughts, and the Night Guard, which is an orc, if you remember, named Bertram Everfang. Hey.
How you doing, Bert?
Alright. Some guy tried to get tough and kept loitering at your guy's place while you were gone.
Is it anyone we know?
Teenagers.
They know I live here, right?
Yeah. It was like a crowd, and it seemed like, hey, I dare you to stand next to the little white guy's house and see if you blow up.
I dare you to go up to Old Man Scrap's door and ring the bell.
Sort of rubs his chin a little bit.
I forget. Is it illegal to put a landmine under the welcome mat?
Yes. Well, essentially, I just calmly sat them down. I said, hey, you think anyone but yourself is proud of you? Like, your wife?
Just grins.
That is amazing.
Above game. What's that, a tip jar?
Just buried that kid's self-esteem right there.
Yep. Now he's delivering food. So.
I mean, sounds like you set him on the right track. He's at least trying now.
Oh, he cried. Like a lot.
Well, he's got no one to blame but himself.
This is the job you pay me to do to support my kids, so, yeah, it's fine.
How are they doing?
Well, they're 4. I have twins, and this is my peace and quiet.
Oh yeah, that's right. Mammal kids like scream a bunch or whatever.
Mr. Scrap, you scream a bunch.
I mean, I do it with purpose.
He screams out.
He says scream. Well, you gonna go down in your thing?
Yeah. I'm gonna try and make some acid, but not the fun kind.
I want to talk to it. Get a second opinion on that kind of stuff.
What do you mean?
I don't know, do you know any other chemists? Flashback to Scrap's troubled past.
I know several. Most of them are assholes. I guess I could go ask that gnome, but she's extremely nice and it bothers me.
You could ask a magic man. I don't know.
I think it's a little late to go around asking people stuff, though.
Do it tomorrow.
I'll think about it. And he goes downstairs and tries to figure out how to produce more acid.
Okay, we'll handle that later. Because I have to think of it.
This has been a thing he's been trying to do forever.
I know, I'm fucking with you. Roll me an alchemist tools or straight arcana. Intelligence regardless.
Well, I'm almost out of fireball.
Big oof.
What was it? Remember, we gotta call out the rolls.
What? No, I'm just saying that to his fireball.
Oh, I thought you rolled shit and it just didn't come through.
Yeah,
You rolled a 1, you walk into the wall.
13, but it was almost way more because it almost rolled a 15 on the dice.
You have digital dice on?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually the digital dice are cocked. it's
All
like
right.
right on the line between 7 and 15.
Sucks, don't it? Yeah, now that you're in your lab, you know that it probably this acid probably comes from somewhere in the throat or mouth. All you would really need to make some of it, and again, this same with the poison gland, this would become temporary. You can get a tooth. You could probably start just drip feeding water through it, and it would it would probably become acidic.
Would it be the same amount of acidic or less acidic?
Probably a little less because it's diluted, but it'd be at least a constant replicatable flow versus ripping out an acid sac.
He will consider this for the future when we go and interact with that individual next, and we'll also keep it in mind if we ever kill a black dragon who's being an asshole to us.
I'd say, you know, it was a baby dragon. They are gonna lose teeth.
Yeah, he's assuming he can get some at some point, and the older it gets, the more acidic the acid's gonna be.
The more powerful it will become.
Other than doing that, he's probably just gonna work on refining one of the horns for the fire-resistant potion.
Okay, roll me an alchemist tools check, and I'll see how much you get.
Yeah, 25.
25, yeah.
Where was that roll earlier? Damn it!
Yeah, you grind up the horn, you do what you normally do, and you just get the 3 using your supplies from your alchemist kit. And I will say, your alchemist kit's running low. But you are.
I would assume since we are a business, we have some sort of thing in place to order more of things.
Oh
right?
yeah, and it don't take much.
He's gonna go through the process of doing that.
So given how much you work in just your regular lab, and using ingredients you always have on hand, it costs you 5 gold to get a refresh right now.
Yeah, I'll pay with his own money for that.
Yep, but yeah, you do get the 3 potions of fire resistance out of 1 horn. So effect is going to be, you drink it, you resist fire damage for a minute.
So I made the full potions?
Yep, 3 full fire resistance potions.
Okay, instead of adding those to my inventory, I'm going to add them to the thing for the lab so that it's at the store and can be sold at the store.
Okay. Make sure you put the price you're going to mark them down as too. Next is these 2 gentlemen.
I don't remember us being called that. Do you?
I've been called that before.
Oh, okay.
You are walking through the night of the city. It's the fantasy equivalent of Wednesday, so it's not super active.
It's not a hip happening place.
Nah, I got about 2 more days before the weekend.
So what do you usually do in your spare time to relax, Yoji? Surely you can't be all work and no play.
Well, I mean, I do enjoy my work of gem crafting, so that I do find that relaxing. Though besides that, I enjoy going on walks, reading.
I require long walks at night.
Shush.
I like long walks in the moonlight.
I do a lot of traveling, so there's not a lot I know about the city as a whole.
Oh, so you're not really from Illyria then?
No, I'm originally from Wekinga.
Ah, that makes 2 of us then. I'm originally from Leon. I'm not sure if I mentioned that earlier.
I believe you made a passing comment about it while we were in the house.
Well, then that makes for 2 of us then. So you wouldn't really know too much about what's in the city then. Else if you would have brought scrap with us.
It would have been an ordeal to try to drag him out, so...
He's even more of an introvert than you then.
To a degree, yes. He has the basement trapped. Don't go down there.
I've been told there's a flashbang waiting for me should I go in unannounced.
I'm fairly certain he has more down there that he just hasn't told us about. He seems the type.
Rather paranoid? Or
Eccentric.
does he just not like people fucking with his stuff?
Probably both.
Oh, fair enough.
I'm not sure if you're aware of it. Apparently, he had a business here in town and blew it up by mistake.
Really? And now you let him make potions for you all down in the basement of your current house?
I do not have much of a say in the matter. I came in afterwards.
Yeah, fair point. So was it then Scrap and who that founded the guild? Would you know?
I know for a fact Dahlia and Scrap were there at the beginning. I believe Yoji was. Could be wrong about that, though.
And Flora
They've
as
had
well,
a
then?
bit of a revolving door of members as of late.
Hmm.
Slow turn to the camera.
Why are you looking at me like that?
No, I'm looking at that window right there. They have a very nice tea set in there.
Oh, I see. There's even some gems encrusted into there.
A gnome just closed their curtains.
Rather rude.
Well,
Yes.
that's peeping.
What's the country that Dahlia's from again?
Narabani.
Japan!
Oh,
A weeb land.
those motherfuckers got fine Narabani China.
What is that from?
Fine China, but Narabani.
Oh.
To be entirely honest, Yordrick, I had you pegged as the founder. You seem the most sensible one out of really everyone in the group. The least likely to get the rest of your group killed. Usually through their own actions.
Right.
At
Kind
least
of-
based on the interaction at the bar.
Kind of looks down at the ground at that statement.
Flora just seemed too reserved to be a leader. Dahlia and Scrap were too rash. You seem to be in a bit more control.
I do seem to think things out more, but no matter how much thinking you do, things can just still happen.
That they can.
Image,
So-
image of Ghost Scrap behind Yordrick. Remember, if you try to take over the business, I'll fucking kill you.
Licking doorknobs, and then to go with Yoji. Licking doorknobs is illegal in other cities.
What?
Well, Yordrick, life is certainly chaotic and you can't plan for everything. I know that just as well as everyone else. But now is a time not for thinking, but for relaxing. And I think for you, the perfect sort of place would be a bathhouse. A place to relax and unwind and not have to think about anything outside of the walls of the establishment until you are forced to leave.
Raises eyebrow at that end of statement, but that does sound rather relaxing.
Now then, I'm sure we can find something if we try hard enough. I did explore a bit of the city before with Scrap, so AJ, would I have come across something like that? Some sort of establishment of that sort?
Of what sort? You come in a little quiet. You need to specify in real voice.
Some kind of like bathhouse or
Oh
Like
yeah, there are bathhouses in Little Narabani.
Okay, cool.
Dahlia's been to them before.
I shall take Yordrick with me to there for us to unwind in the hot tub together, 5 feet apart.
Because you're different species.
Yes.
Two dudes dancing in a hot club, 0 feet apart, because they're the same species.
AJ, I'm not an honorary member of the Cold Blood Club anymore.
Unless you have cold.
So yes, as you go to a bathhouse, there's a straight up onsen, or you could do a sauna.
I would say sauna.
Okay, you go sit in the sauna. Yordrick, you somehow remove your shirt, which is also inside of your shell. We're not going to ask.
It's got clips.
Palace are offered sake.
I've always seen his shirt kind of like an apron. Is how it worked.
How do you reach back to tie it?
You don't have to tie it. The idea is that you just sort of tuck it in.
Palace, you are offered hot sake if you take it. Well, you both are, and I know you're just going to refuse, so I'm not asking.
He does
I will
politely
certainly
refuse.
drink.
Hmm?
I will certainly drink.
By the way, your admission was gonna be 5 silver apiece.
Oh, okay.
Money.
Yeah.
Money gone.
And
Oh, I have
Yordrick is
5
offered
silver.
a cold glass of milk.
Isn't that supposed to be for
Coffee
after?
milk. Coffee milk specifically.
Is that meant for after?
Yeah, you can have it before, during, or after if you want to.
It's
Alright.
still super weird to scrap that Yordrick orders milk.
I've never ordered milk. They just
He-
offer it to him.
He
I'll
needs
have
to-
the milk.
Oma, he needs to be tough.
He's green. He's like Luigi.
I mean, then
I need
again,
calcium.
I
for
was
my
gonna say,
strong
then again,
bones.
he has an actual shell, so the calcium does make some sense.
If Yordrick drinks at least 20 bottles of milk, he gets +1 to his natural AC.
Now Yordrick, we gotta look tough in here. We gotta blend in.
I'll have a glass of milk. They pour a glass of slightly brown milk. Oh no.
Ew.
It's chalky milk, it's fine.
AJ, exactly how long has it been since Peleus left home? I don't think we ever got that exact detail.
We did not. You can pick.
I'm just wondering how far Leon is from there. Like how long would that maybe take?
There is technically a border that it shares in the Illyria territory, but it's very far from the city.
Okay,
About months. I'd say up to 6 months time at most.
up to 6 months time. Okay.
As you are as you're both sitting there until you are now. It's steamy. It is hot, and you have alcohol.
Oh, I have to say this is probably the nicest place I've been to in months.
And just imagine Yordrick getting in and because of his density, he overflows the bath a bit.
Oh, it's sauna.
It's a sauna. We're not
we're
in
in the
like
sauna.
water.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're sitting there in a steamy room, naked.
Naked.
You can
Clearly
barely
we
tell
have
with
towels
Yordrick
on.
because of shell.
Yes.
Does Yordrick even need a towel?
We're not going into the anatomy of turtles versus turtles. We are not doing this. Yes, he has a towel.
Okay.
Oh, for PP?
No,
Okay.
not right now. Definitely not.
Why does every campaign do that at some point?
Because
Because
it
you-
comes up eventually.
Every
there
time
is.
someone plays a non-mammal, someone is going to ask. Okay, for
Yeah.
rank, for length, we're gonna roll D100,
No.
and it's in millimeters.
Right, okay.
Anyways,
Do you ever do things like this, Yordrick?
I have not in a long time.
So you used to.
Is it, Mike? In Weckengar, saunas due to natural hot springs are a thing.
Yes, in my backstory, my town got turned into a hot springs town when the mine dried up.
I know. I'm reminding you.
Oh yes.
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 So what you're saying is that you used to.
Yes, back in the town I was born in, we had natural springs that we used on. When I was growing up, the mine was the prevalent source of income for the town. But several years ago, the mine, as they are wont to do, dried up, and there was nothing more of value to be mined in the area. The council of the town decided to rather vigorously double down on the whole natural spring in the area. The town became engorged with tourism. That is when I left.
So you didn't much enjoy what your town had become.
It became very loud and very crowded very quickly.
Fair. Did you at least get a chance to enjoy the springs then?
Yes, when I was younger and it was much smaller, meant for the locals and travelers. But once the mine dried up and the trade brought in through that, they effectively opened up the area for it and spread it out over a larger area, made it a large tourist attraction.
Well, they had to do what they had to do to survive.
And I understand that, but I had no interest in that, and my specialty was in both mining and gem cutting, so I saw fit to leave then and continue my trade in a more mobile fashion.
Then I see you've made some success in that area.
To a degree, yes. Given
Well-
now that I have this plethora of gems from our last endeavor. I'm sure to be busy for a while on them.
Yes, I have to admit, saving the world is... I never thought it would be so profitable.
There is, of course, a cost to that, though.
Yes, true. I know firsthand not everything can be done without having to sacrifice something along the way.
One man's endeavor to study and expand his knowledge nearly cost one person their life and nearly the entire material and earth plane's existence.
That's true. I've lost people too, although not for such a great cause.
Loss is loss.
It is.
This loss.
What?
Shut up, AJ. Be silent, God.
Don't you see there's a no peeping sign? That applies to you, God.
I'm
Jesus
Jesus
Christ.
There's so much steam he can't see us. We can do anything. Anyways.
I'm gonna play fish
right.
Jenga.
You know what?
I'm gonna play fish Jenga.
Oh. What?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Now I'm just imagining a bunch of either fish sticks in a Jenga tower or just a bunch of fish frozen stiff stacked on top of each other.
Frozen tuna, Jenga towers, fish Jenga.
No. Okay. Anyways.
It's a crime against God.
Anyways.
Oh. I forgot, we came in here to escape that sort of thinking, so at the very least I hope this place sort of reminds you of pleasanter times.
It is definitely good for my scales. It has been a while since I've done a deep moisturizing such as this.
Do you people ever do things like this together? Just relax occasionally?
You people.
Or is it all business?
What, do you mean the people at the guild?
I can't help but notice multiple members of your group look rather tense. Stressed
We've
out.
not had any sort of group bonding experience besides work, if that's what you're implying.
It's rather strange, honestly, to me. Everyone I used to work with, we wouldn't do things like this on the regular.
Mind you, I've only been there for a handful of weeks now.
No, I suppose that's fair. But you've certainly been productive, and with your line of work, honestly, I'm rather surprised you don't do things like this all the time.
He just kind of shrugs.
Well, different paths anyways.
From the different stories I've heard, they've been rather involved in the area. Just with different jobs, so they may not have just had a time of respite.
I suppose so. They do
Did
seem
somebody
to-
say spite?
Respite. Spite. Scrap just raises from the water. I have been summoned.
He comes out of the hot coals in an eruption of hellfire, laughing maniacally.
No, I said respite. Respite!
It's in Lunar's toilet.
Why would he come from
No,
the
it's
dead?
the. Why are you guys spelling stuff Scrap can't spell? But it's spite. Spite? No spite. Spite? No spite. Spite? No spite. Aw.
Street.
Sound like a fucking paladin. Well, if I become a more permanent member of your group, I'll make sure to try to get you all out a bit more.
That may
All
do
work
some,
and no play is sure to dull your minds.
that may do
as well
them
as your
some
blood.
good as well.
Yes, I can imagine. With how they blew up at those people back at the bar. I'm all for a good brawl, but to be honest, that was kind of out of nowhere. Even though it was
Seems
rather
to be the
entertaining.
one to bury himself in his work. Dahlia has her paintings, and Flora has her drink.
Ah, I see.
It truly is only a problem when she runs out.
But what does Yordrick have, aside from his work?
Fear.
What?
Paranoia. Fear.
Yordrick fears no man, but that thing, that scares me.
Points
What?
to his loans.
No! You're 2 weeks late on your rent. I'll get you the money when you fix this darn lantern.
When I get more than 2 spell slots.
I make good use of my spell slots.
You do, but it's still dumb.
I enjoy my work with gems and traveling around, meeting people. I also enjoy just helping people, making sure no one is treated improper, whether that be through a business transaction or flat out, I'm losing words.
Ultraviolence?
Yes, violence. Mind you, the first time I met all of them, I was in the middle of attempting to defend a town from a bunch of raiders.
Well, that's a worthy cause as any. Invaders should be dealt with swiftly and decisively.
And through a course of both combat and exchanging of words, I believe a compromise was fit for them to act as a form of protection down the waterfront.
Really? You managed to talk bandits out of banditry?
Well, specifically, they were raiders from Weckingar.
Ah,
After a series of fair trial and defeat, they were amicable to speak on the matters.
I'm guessing you bested them in combat and forced them into the negotiating table then.
To a degree, yes.
Yeah.
We ambushed one of their camps, and I'm trying to think. We didn't use the basilisk because we kept that in the cage, right?
I don't think you ambushed them either. We walked up to them and challenged them
No,
to
the cave one.
Oh yeah, the cave one, yeah.
The cave you jumped them. Basilisk you sold to Dwargon.
Yes. I was trying to think. I didn't think we used the basilisk at all.
No, we had plans for it, but we never got around to actually putting it out there. Because we agreed to like the honor duel, I think, at the camp, and then, yeah.
Through a means of reconnaissance, we located a outpost of theirs in a cave, and were able to deal with their scouts, gather information from them. Eventually, we just decided to directly go up to the leader of the raiding party. The only way she was willing to speak with us more was through combat. So that ensued, and we came out victorious.
Well, a sensible enough woman, if she had the strength to take what she wanted by force, then I don't see why she wouldn't. But that is not the way things turned out. Due to your capable hands and everyone else's, I'm sure.
To a degree, yes. It was also part of the town leader's job to coordinate the final decisions on that exchange, but it came out to a fair trade, I believe.
Oh, that's good to hear then.
For some reason, the others were very convinced that there was a dragon in that area. I never saw it, though.
Well, that's rather weird. I feel like a dragon would make itself known if it had any interest in the issues.
Unless they chose not to be involved, they are mighty creatures.
Well, that's fair. It might be seen as beneath them, to be entirely honest with you.
You want to know something that's never made sense to me?
Go ahead.
Why do white dragons live out in the cold, where everything else is going to be resistant to their breath weapon? And then I'm guessing we can cut the scene there.
We cut the scene as Yordrick is now speaking for God.
Yeah,
So it does turn into... did you want to find that type of other establishment tonight?
Not tonight. Not with Yordrick. I don't get the vibe Yordrick would want to go to those sort of places. That's why I took him here.
Okay. As you all get home, you do notice Dahlia has not come home, And you hear... Okay, the best way I can describe this to you is scrap noises. Coming out of the basement.
I'm gonna leave him the fuck alone. Not risking it.
He's just literally down there. No.
Honestly, God, best way to describe these is just scrap noises.
I'll leave the kobold to make noise in the basement alone. I do not question it.
Yeah. And suddenly, poof, as scrap, you're messing with some volatile chemicals, and you come out a little bit scorched in the face.
Is it after I made the fire-resistant potions or during?
During part of the process.
He just like walks up from the basement. One of his horns is on fire. just like the very tip of it, just a little tiny flame.
You
He's
have
got
a
like
bit
the
of
cartoonish
fire
level
right
of like
there.
black suit across his entire.
Exactly.
Was he that color when we left?
Puts 3 potions on the counter. I did it.
What did you do exactly?
Certainly did. 3 times, in fact.
Well, I mean, I may have mixed it in a little bit larger of a mixture than I should have, and then just split it into 3 potions. I'm maybe gonna do the next one in a smaller batches.
Well. Good luck
Anyway,
with
we
that.
have fire resistance potions now.
Oh, I'm sure that'll be come in use.
Yeah,
I thought
so
we
you
were
see,
selling them.
That is also an option.
Money is also useful.
yes, these potions are like a deep orange, and they do glow a little.
Anyone
Scrap.
put out scrap?
Did anyone put out scrap?
I'll
Roderick will do the thing where he just licks
Licks the
his
pitch.
fingers and goes.
Yeah, exactly that.
And scrap, you did taste them when you were making them.
Raspberry.
Super duper spicy.
He just like sort of tries to look up as you reach for it. What do you do? Oh, thanks.
Oh, I was on fire. These work.
Yeah, that is. He does sort of look back at the potions and grin a little bit.
You know, maybe we should have waited for you to finish your work with where we went. Could have probably gotten cleaned up.
Clean
Actually,
question?
clean. Well, yeah, you said we said suit was covering his entire
Yeah,
head.
but just scrap. I've never seen scrap bathe.
Roderick will
I
just
know. That's why. All the
press
more
the-
reason to bring him to the fucking bathhouse.
He bathes all the time. What do you mean?
He licks
You're gonna be
himself like a cat.
I figure with you it'd be like bathing a cat.
No, kobolds traditionally are very clean creatures, actually.
AJ,
Oh.
would prestidigitation clean the suit off of him?
Yeah, if anyone knew it.
I
know
I
it.
do know it. I'll use it.
Oh.
We
I'll
both
snap my
do it at the
fingers
same
and
time.
scrap will be clean.
Yeah, he gives you the you are Urukai, but now the soot goes away.
No, my protective layer. Nah, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Thanks.
This Isidore Dahlia does not come back tonight, Yordrick.
Oh.
Leaving you in charge of the house.
Oh no.
And Bertram, Everfag will look at you guys. Well, since you guys are back and it's about, 10 p.m., I'm gonna go to my family.
Have a nice rest of your night.
How much are you hoping that your twins are asleep?
Hoping, or do I know they're awake?
I mean, they're like 4, so they might be. It looks over at I'm
Well,
not
what-
used to your name yet.
Palais.
It looks over at Peleus. Is 4 a
It's very, very young. They're probably
There.
huh? I was already walking around getting into trouble when I was 4, so you should consider yourself lucky.
Le'Veon, help me. For those who
No,
don't know,
and he sort of rubs his chin. Now that I think about it, you have to deal with that phase for longer, don't you?
we do.
Mm. Good luck.
Mm-hmm. For those who don't remember, Levion is the god of sea, storms, and travel.
Hmm.
And they're an octopus.
Oogada boogada.
It is said lightning bolt is their tentacles reaching out towards the heavens to pull it down.
Neat.
Yeah. Religion. Maybe you guys could have one.
Crap has religion.
Crab never goes to church.
His
No.
church is gambling.
It's like saying my prayer is sports.
I don't know shit about religion, man.
Guys, on the next day, let me look at your lists of stuff. Oh yeah, Scrap wanted to learn about his mana potions. So do you seek out a magic man?
So, what would be the most efficient way to research this kind of thing?
Talk to a wizard. Flora is not available.
He's gonna go talk to our new illusionist buddy.
Not new, but yes. As you go to the lower district's version of a wizard academy, you do see Frederick, who I remind you is a bald-headed, pale-skinned human who usually carries around a gray staff and wears a blue hood. He's currently talking to somebody.
Do I recognize the somebody?
Nope. Generic wizard number 5.
Or just sort of walks up, pulls the spider tamer quarterstaff out of his inventory that he's had forever. Do any of you need a staff? I'm tired of carrying this thing around.
Oh my god, Scrap!
Yo.
I haven't seen you since I was in that hole.
I've been busy.
I mean, if you like, I can take it and put it with the free school supplies bin for those who can't afford it.
I mean, I think it counts as a focus. I don't really know how that works, but it can't really be enchanted or anything. I think it was bound to a spider, but that spider's dead, so it's just kind of a fancy stick.
He finishes up his conversation with generic wizard number 5, and he leans down. I'm gonna be honest, the whole spell focus thing is whatever makes you feel comfortable channeling magic.
Interesting. He's gonna start taking a couple of notes, actually.
Not a secret. Well, we just use the staves. Honestly, I think some people do it to look cool, but nah.
What's your focus?
He holds a staff.
Do you feel cool?
Well, it's got a crystal ball at the end of it. I can project illusions from it, so that's pretty awesome.
So,
what brings you down to the Magic Academy? You trying to be a wizard?
no. I've actually been looking into trying to figure out how to make a potion that would allow people to cast more spells.
I've heard they exist, but usually are reserved for high-level archmages, not magicians.
Well, the hope is that I can figure out a way to make it work without it costing an absolute ungodly amount of money.
I think it'd be possible, but will warn you, as someone who saved my life, if you upset the balance of an economic superpower, the people who are in power don't tend to take you kindly.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Like a war will break out at something, and then they'll just need them at that point.
Or you get taken out by assassins.
I don't know. I'm really loud.
Yeah, you're alive, man. So, do you have any basis to go off of, or is this an abstract idea?
Well, I'm pretty sure that magic is sort of an individual soul interacting with the
base magic in the atmosphere and shaping it to their will and so on and so forth. Am I on the right track?
Dead on the money.
Cool. So, my assumption is that the sort of fuel, if that makes sense, is the soul's ability to manipulate that magic.
That and your willpower, yep.
Okay. So what if I were to make a potion that somehow boosted the strength of your soul, he does quotes, connection to the magic and focuses you more?
Like magical coffee.
Kinda.
Gives you the energy. I mean, it's a
So
worthwhile endeavor, but you'd need something that can hold a soul that's not living. Else you have to
I mean-
basically drain souls from people.
I mean, does it have to be a soul, or would there be a way to boost it without requiring a new one? Because even if that does happen and it has some drawbacks, honestly, the drawbacks, if they aren't too terrible, would just be a good reason why it wouldn't break the natural
Pause.
economic stuff.
Broden, we can see Discord on the stream. Thank you. Yeah, I figured when it went pure black.
Because, I mean, I'm assuming that the other potions just sort of let you do it and nothing bad happens, but if you get a little bit weaker afterwards for a little bit, then it's not as powerful, it can cost less, and it's not gonna break things too badly to the point that people come try to kill me.
Pretty smart, but now I'm just spitballing here because most of what I do is tricking people.
Uh-huh.
You'd probably have to get someone to pour magic into a vessel, soak that vessel in magical liquid, distill that liquid to its base or essences, and put that in a bottle and shake.
So, like, storing the magic for later.
Essentially like a magical piggy bank, yeah.
Would
Ah, you
would
guys ever been in
tricking the
club?
soul into thinking that it's momentarily more powerful work? Because you mentioned tricking people, and that made me think about it.
I'm not gonna lie, I've never tried to trick a non-corporeal piece of energy.
But-
I tend to just mess
but
with
if-
simpletons.
But what if you did an illusion so powerful that someone felt it was real in their soul and it became real to them?
Oh, that's a bleach. Scrap that's transmutation.
No? Well, I don't think that is.
Sounds like it. It's like once you can touch it and once it has practical effect, it's not an illusion.
But it would only be real to them.
Then how do you sell this? Like, well, that just sounds like nonsense
No,
to me.
You're an illusion wizard. Why is this not a thing you're striving to do? That sounds awesome.
Know your limits. Don't fly too close to the suns.
Sort of crosses on. It's sounding a lot like you're giving up right now.
I know I'm not gonna put all my effort into a maybe.
But if you could do it, you'd be like the best illusion wizard ever.
I tell you what, you figure it out for theory, I'll try to put it into practice. Is that all you needed to tell me I'm not doing good enough?
I mean, is anyone ever doing good enough?
He thinks for a minute.
If you
That
can
halfway-
always do better, I mean,
That halfling girl in the market who runs the hobby shop does extremely well.
but could she be doing better?
Not for her means, no.
Hmm. So a soul battery, huh?
Yep. Yes. You need to figure out a soul battery.
So it would just need to be a container that could hold a soul, but I just wouldn't put a soul in it, right?
Yes, you'd have to charge it with little bits at a time. Then it would naturally disperse, but if you can get it to disperse into like some sort of magical reagent fluid, it'd probably hold the energy.
Oh no, this is sounding a little bit more like a magic item than a potion.
No, buddy. It holds it in the thing. The soul energy diffuses into the liquid. You distill the liquid.
Oh, so then I take the liquid with the soul stuff in it and put that into a potion.
You put that into a bottle and shake, and you drink that.
He sort of chuckles. I'd have to put shake well before drinking on all of the bottles.
Probably, or else it all becomes some sort of goo at the bottom of the bottle.
He chuckles some more. People would try and drink soul goo.
Yeah.
Wait, would that just be ectoplasm?
He shrugs. I've taken 2 chemistry classes.
So Scrap really thinks for a second, is soul goo ectoplasm?
I'm gonna let you draw your own conclusion. You're not getting an answer.
Trial and error.
Think what you want. Not your mother.
Now I'm trying to figure out what a fireball but more would look like.
Bigger.
Biggerer.
Blue fire.
What if I made a fireball that's better than any destruction wizard's ever made?
Oh no, it begins his level 20 journey.
Sounds like domestic terrorism. Cuts to his level 20 feature.
I mean, it's only domestic terrorism if I keep it domestic.
That's just terrorism.
It's not a war crime if no one's left to prosecute you.
Well, this has given me some stuff to think about, thank you.
Is that all you needed me for?
What, I can't come ask my friends questions?
Well, you can, but you came out sound like you were trying to pitch me something. Oh, you want to talk to him about the poison shit?
Oh yeah, like the whole making a magical dagger thingy?
Sort of thinks for a second. Well, I've got some new fire resistance potions that I was working on.
Oh, neat.
So, if you know anyone that needs fire resistance potions, I've got those. Oh, and we were thinking of making some stuff that we found into a dagger that makes its own poison. It's a poison that knocks people out so we don't have to kill them.
And again, do you need me to introduce you to someone? Do you think I can make this? You're gonna have to.
Do you know anyone that can magic an item together out of base parts?
Oh yeah, I know an enchanter.
Cool.
He's my roommate.
What's their name?
Francois.
Do I know any Francois?
You know.
If you would introduce them to me, I would be grateful.
Oh yeah, no, come on. As he's just gonna poke you with a stick and gesture of follow.
Scrap also walks with his stick because he still has it.
Blend in. If anyone asks, you're a wizard in training. If someone starts questioning, you just ramble about, oh, I feel the power, I just make something up. As you are basically going through a secret gate to Secret Wizard College.
Why is it secret?
People don't steal the magic and try to learn for free.
Also, wasn't Dahlia gonna teach kids at an orphanage about magic or something?
Flora was.
Flora was. Is that illegal?
Nope. But this is a private institution.
Ah.
It's why you can't walk into any college and just sit in classes.
I feel like some colleges I could just straight up walk into and sit down and no one would say shit.
They have to be the bigger ones.
It would have to be the bigger ones, but I could just walk in there and sit down and no one would say anything.
Not like Alfred, where a class would have like 15 people at most.
I'd be there for like half a year. I'd answer like 2 different tests, and they'd eventually be like, "Who the fuck is this guy? He's not in our system." What if,
Never
what
give out
if
the
I
name.
just never turn anything in or say my name?
Depending on
It's
how
one of
much of
those
a fuck
big
the professor gives, they may not even notice that you just come and go and don't even pick up any paper or anything.
Well, I mean, yours is more of a private course.
If it's like you're going to like Ohio State University,
I'd eventually get called up, and I'd be like, "Wait, I'm not on your list. I should be." And I'd give him some fake name, and then I'd just never come back.
Well, yeah,
I'm
then
gonna, I'm gonna go make a phone call about this. Leave.
Just have them investigate it for a day, and they try to find me to tell me, "No, I'm not in their system," and I'm just never there again.
Pepe Sylvia. Yes, as you're walking, you do see. Basically, he walks you through a wall.
Oh,
Scrap
yeah.
takes note of that for later.
Scrap gets Harry Potter. Let's go.
Yeah, Scrap just got Harry Potter. Now,
Did
watch
he,
it.
did he have to tap any specific bricks in order, or did he just walk through it?
No, he would walk through it, and he basically had to hold his arm out like he's holding the door so you could get in.
So I couldn't walk through it on my own. I'd have to be with him.
Correct. On your own, a wall's a wall.
Damn, that's a strong ass illusion right there.
Is it an illusion?
I don't know.
Are you
I'm
a
not a
wizard?
I'm not.
I
but
asked
I
him
can
if the
make-
wall's
I
an
can-
illusion.
I can make up stuff. Like
I'm not gonna tell you this.
I mean, if it is an illusion, that's kind of exactly what I was talking about earlier, because it's a real wall to me until it's not.
I'm not gonna tell you this. And yeah, you see all manner of magical nonsense. You see a guy get turned into a giraffe and then breathe fire because they're demons.
The giraffe demon.
That's a joke from Owl House.
No, I didn't mean it to be. Giraffes are just crimes against nature.
That's valid.
And he basically walks you through a living quarters, and he knocks on his own door, and out pops a crazy blue-haired dwarf. What are you doing? Who's the new guy? You cool?
I have a connection to the magic in all items.
Oh, he's crazy. And Frederick's just laughing because he got you to do it.
I mean, Scrap's also laughing because he knew it was a joke.
Okay, good. Yeah, I know, he's cool. Is he good
So I
here?
heard. I mean, that's not really important. I heard you could make items.
It is my specialty. I take what is and make it better.
Cool. So I wanted to turn some stuff into a dagger that produces its own venom because we're tired of having to kill people and this venom just kind of knocks people out. He produces the poison gland serpent thing and
Well, next thing you're gonna tell me you have leather to tie it all together.
I can get you leather.
Oh, son of a bitch, you say that. I could do this for a service fee.
Okay, how much is a service fee?
How much does it matter to you?
Me personally, not a great deal. A couple of the members of my party, probably more than me.
Persuasion.
Scrap's like, if people attack me and they die, that's kind of their fault.
Scrap persuaded. I believe. I want to believe.
15.
Not bad. I tell you what, you give me 20 of these golden coins, and I'll give you this in a week.
Do I need to also provide him the leather?
He nods. I mean, if you can get it, it'd be way easier to tie this thing together.
Alright, I should be able to. We've got a bunch of hide from a thing recently, so I can get that to you. If you stop by the store, we should be able to just give that over to you, so you don't have to worry too much about it if you just, like, pass by while you're on another errand or something.
Do I need to give, like, a code word? Where's your address?
We live at house on street. And if you just inform them that you need some leather because you're making a dagger for scrap, they'll just help you.
That's way more conspicuous than I believed. Okay.
I mean, like I said, this dagger is to try and not kill people. If I was trying to make like an actual like assassination poison dagger, I'd probably be a lot more inconspicuous, but it's kind of whatever.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, you give me some money up front, and I tell you I will try.
Said it was 25.
20 flat.
All right, here you go. I'll just
Because you
drop
happen
it
to
off.
bring him all the shit.
Just drop it off at the shop when you're done.
Spectacular. As he is going to put some goggles back over his head, pull out his wand, and begin just re-tinkering with what he was doing.
Starts welding with his wand. It's a stick
Essentially, he is doing that.
welder. That's a welding joke. I went to college, so I could tell that one.
That's what your degree is in?
No,
Okay.
that was
Yeah,
part of it.
well, I don't know what you got your degree in.
I don't have a degree.
Yeah.
Even more.
Trev just kind of looks over at Frederick. I like this guy. He gets down to business.
Yeah, he's just up late at night, so I sleep at my girlfriend's place.
How's she doing?
Yeah, she killed a moose.
Nice.
Still don't know how those things are getting here, but they're free games, so.
I mean, they're technically an invasive species.
Oh yeah, kill them dead.
The moose cult.
Yeah, no. So basically, the way we did it is I gave her an illusion scroll. She made it think like its baby was somewhere, and it ran headfirst into an awful trap.
Well, if you need anything processed for it, I think we've got a guy or two for that now.
Brad, do you need any illusion stuff done?
Do you want to do any illusion stuff?
It's quite literally what I'm here for. I was just told around town that you are devious son of a bitch. Stole my shit.
Sort of thinks for a bit. Was it a dwarf complaining about a star medal?
Could have been.
Can't really think of anything that I've specifically stolen recently.
Well, I just said it's a white kobold about your height, so.
Oh,
it could be a
no, that's
racism.
not me, but that is funny.
Yeah, this could have just been they think you all look the same.
Well, it's probably my brother, so they're not far off.
What, does he have a thief license?
He keeps getting into the city somehow.
Yeah, maybe if he had a bandit's license, he probably could.
I mean, he might have done that. He doesn't really talk a whole lot. He just sort of shows up sometimes, does some weird stuff, and then disappears. He's
that a
actually kind of
fae?
into illusion like you.
Is that a fae you're talking about?
Not unless he made a deal with one.
Well, you talk to him like he's some sort of cryptid.
He's my brother.
Who you barely see, doesn't talk, shows up, takes your shit, and leaves.
I mean, he's probably just jumpy about my sister finding him.
Okay, your brother's Mothman.
But
Oh, come on. I'm not gonna let you run rampant over my campus.
What kind of cool illusion stuff do you do that you think I'd be interested in?
I can make you look like someone else about your size if you ever wanted to identity theft a halfling.
I don't know that I would use it for specifically that, but it could be useful. What would that kind of thing cost?
I tell you what, I'll give you 1 scroll as a favor.
That seems fair. As long as there's no strings attached, but I guess I did kind of save your life with the rest of the group.
He takes the spider stick and hands you a scroll of disguise self.
Awesome. If I don't use it, I'm sure someone in the group will find a use for it at some point because we're up to some weird stuff.
Alright, well, now you've seen wizard school, we're gonna have to ask you to leave.
Sort of shrugs and just
You do see a mascot walking around, it's a hippogriff. He's giving out high fives, ruffling people's hair, messing with their wands. I have no idea who that guy is, by the way. Like, we have a mascot, but we don't think we have a guy for it.
Honestly, it's probably one of the more quiet individuals who doesn't talk to other people and is kind of nerdy.
Fascinating. As now the hippogriff mascot, it starts to bust it down.
Yeah, there's definitely some kind of mask hides the antisocialness going on there.
God, nerds are weird. As he leads you up the...
It sort of ponders that for a sec. So are all wizards considered nerds, or does it still have the, like, usual...
Oh, it has the subcultures.
Nice.
Yeah.
Where are the jock wizards?
He points to just like one Goliath whose wand is essentially a massive log. His staff is a log and he's just benching it.
Scrap just grins. This place is awesome.
God damn right it is. Downside is when you graduate, you either pay for your degree or you work for the government.
Well, this was interesting. I'm
All right.
gonna go now.
Go hippogriffs as he puts you through the wall.
He just punts him.
Yep. Yeah.
So I've noticed that I've got 4 yellow flowers. And a crystal sliver, but that was because I beat the shit out of the crystal when we left.
Yeah.
I'm also seeing that I have 2 big hornet glands in my inventory that
You may have
weren't...
taken one to begin with, and then there was one left over.
Well, but I didn't add one to my actual inventory when I picked the one out of the stash earlier.
Well, I only dissected 2 wasps.
Maybe I just added them to my inventory not thinking they went into the group stash?
Probably that.
So I've still got one of those then, I guess.
Yep. So if you just want to start distilling straight up poison,
Maybe.
Palace rubs it on his fists like lotion.
It rubs the poison on its skin.
Just
And then it stings.
tingly.
He just rubs it in like hand sanitizer. Probably shouldn't have done that. Falls over.
Just starts singing. Oh no, I had a paper cut.
Which is as paralyzed.
Yeah.
And with that, we're gonna go back to Dahlia, who I believe you wanted to find a tutor. Which one do you want to do first? Actually, someone in the Monarch Temple is willing to help you with that. Yeah, there is a priest who is a Triton, and they are offering, and they're basically, so they use their bow for art. Like, they will put a paintbrush at the end of an arrow, fire, and whatever it lands is their version of art. It's abstract, but they are they're very proficient with a bow and arrow. Yeah.
See, what
and-
I want to see them do is, so you know those like bags that have like chalk or ink in them, and when you shoot them they splatter.
Yeah.
I want to see like someone with that kind of arrow, and they have to like make a picture out of sort of like a dot painting, but it's wherever the arrows land with that.
They are willing to do this. By the way, Broden, 5-segment clock. They want paintings 3 and 5. Donated to the temple.
Were they multiple rolls on the same painting or multiple?
Oh
paintings?
no, that's a painting a day.
But what if you wanted to spend just a week on a painting?
Then there's no roll. She gets a maximum.
I guess that makes sense.
But Broden, are you willing to make that trade? So red flowers and phoenix painting, essentially. Yeah. They realize they're not going to take the ones that are extremely personal. Or... Yeah. The 2 nat ones you could easily use on the altar in prayers as a sacrifice.
What? What if the nat 1? What if the nat 1 paintings just turned into abstract paintings because you were so frustrated?
This doesn't look like anything. Dahlia tilts the canvas. Oh. Yeah, it's still a 9. Yeah. When offering to Monarch, as long as you put heart into it, that's all that matters. Yeah, you can roll religion to maybe get a blessing. I'll call that the nat 20 because you donated 2. And you've been basically in prayer for a week. Yeah, you've been doing some religions for a week. I'm gonna type out your divine blessing. There you go. Pretty cool, right? Yeah, no, I have blessings for all of these gods, by the way. Pray to War God, you get werewolf powers, but not werewolf. And you can just get claws.
I was gonna say, I imagine that might piss off Yordrick.
Hmm?
If one of us turns into werewolf.
No, you would just be able to grow claws. Did I get cheated? He narrows his eyes. This is 10. But yes. So we're gonna just do all the days at once, because again, spending a week here. Yep. So I'm gonna roll 5 intelligence checks. Okay, we have so I'm gonna just tell you your DCs for these. Okay, tell me when you're good. Oh, these are wisdom checks, by the way. 9 is your first DC. 11. 8. Ooh, that one's a little bit harder. 20. Yeah, 17. 17. So my luck vampire got you pretty far. Yeah. Huh. Sad. Are we counting both sides?
You've also rolled a decent amount, and it's 1 in 20.
Yeah, let's say, if we're counting both sides of the die, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next DC is an 8. Pass. Oh, sorry, 11. Oh, perfect then. Now it's an 8. Sad. Then 20, 17, 17. Hey! Hell yeah! 2 more. Dead. Well, you're on the plus side, you're not gonna have to pay for more lessons. This was just to pay till you succeeded. I mean, to be fair, that is getting a weapon proficiency in a session is uncommon. Oh wait, guys, did I just luck Vampire Broden?
You might have, yeah.
Oh, damn it.
No, it's fine. You'll get him back on Monday when you kill his character.
Ah, yeah.
You will never roll for character stats as long as I am GMing. Yes. No one will. Don't worry. But yes, that is decent progress. You get 1, 2 out of 5. That's not bad. Oh yeah, double. That's a double. So 3 out of 5. We take those. Yes, I can sympathize, but still, you did well. So next we're going to cut to Yordrick, who's going to go shopping about.
Oh.
Can we do his thing first and we'll come back to it? Oh yeah, then that's fair. You know, at the Adventurers Depot, they offer a first aid class that at least start, yeah. And I'll get to the details on the payment later.
There, I've taken the bad luck.
Now we're gonna cut to Yordrick.
Oh. Oh.
We're sucking it all up.
Damn, there's so much of it.
Oh my god,
roll.
AJ! Everyone is just, oh my god.
He's just ravenous,
Let
isn't he?
me get some sip.
A
There we go.
DL 100 and you
Oh,
got
there
an
we go.
11.
Damn, that's a lot of millimeters right there, Yordrick.
Aw.
Oh.
There goes my D10,000. Yes, Yordrick, as you are walking down the streets, you're basically going to refill up your kit.
Yeah, pretty much.
And you run into, at the store, you run into a familiar red kobold, also at the jeweler's market. You know their name is Vow. They have symbols of pretty much every god on their vestments, and they do work for Lugner.
What is Vow doing, or am I just passing him on the street?
Oh, they're also waiting in line.
Oh.
I enjoy that their name is Vow and they're very religious.
Almost as if I did your thing.
Huh.
I am.
You've all fought this person before, actually.
We did. I am showing appreciation for you following my thing.
Thank you.
Yordrick will get in line behind the gentleman. Vow,
like
I
a big-
believe.
Yerrick?
Yordrick.
Sorry, we've only interacted the once.
Yeah.
Wait, do you work for the other kobold?
I wouldn't say I work for him, no. We are a member of the same guild.
I thought he owned your business.
Yordrick kind of thinks for a second. I don't believe so. I know he was a founding member, but I believe the business has its own.
Boss Lugner just refers to you guys as that kobold's friends or that kobold's lackeys or whatever. He refuses to say his name like some sort of voodoo demon.
I believe the business itself is owned by a Mr. Large.
You mean Gage?
Yes.
Yeah, the real estate guy? Yeah, no, he's in a lot of papers.
Yes, I do believe he actually owns the business as a whole. Scrap was merely one of the founding members whenever it was first starting, as I understand it.
Interesting. What brings you to the jeweler's market?
I need to restock up on supplies. I have to pulls out a little pouch, see if I can exchange out some of this mistaked material for just odds and ends. Seems I'm going to have a lot of work to do soon.
I'm buying silver.
Oh, for anything in particular?
Oh yeah. So
Anti-undead god juice.
actually no. Ghost. So one of our primary businesses, given that Boss Lugner is a blacksmith, we make weapons out of holy silver. And we sell them to pay the rent.
I can see how that
Hey.
makes sense.
Out of game question. They're making the weapons out of silver, or they're silvering weapons?
Out of holy
Oh.
silver.
How effective is that? Because I don't know how strong silver, or specifically holy silver, is.
Holy silver? Pretty strong.
It's like regular silver, but holy.
It's basically anti-undead, anti-lycanthrope, and if they existed, anti-fiend.
That does make sense. Silver is a
So like
metal that
I
has a
buy the
natural
silver, I
property
bathe it,
against things.
I pretty much do a bunch of ceremonies on it and bless the silver.
Kind of eyes all of his pendants and vestments.
Yes, I do it for each one.
He's
Mm.
allowed to worship as many gods as he likes.
No, it's more of just like an acknowledgement, not a judgment.
Yeah, I just get the questions a lot. Like, does it take a lot of time? Yeah, but it keeps the crystals on.
Understandable.
So you doing this for like your business, or is this just a hobby?
Column A and column B.
They are gonna, because they are at the correct time, they're gonna poke your lantern. And by the way, for this kobold, they do not have horns. They have the task bunny ears. Watch Unexpectables to get that reference. They're gonna poke your lantern. Oh, you're a pact holder too.
Quite.
see it.
Currently, I have a deal with a named King Under the Mountain.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm under contract by this thing, by this entity, and I want you to know I'm not making this name up. They stress this.
I wait with bated breath.
The Holy Avenger.
Sounds kind of similar in what people would name themselves if they held a lot of power.
They're a war angel.
Fearsome.
So, yeah, it looks like the clerks might be on break. Are you cool talking your pact terms? Just make a conversation.
I think to my contract, they can't legally they can't legally stop me from talking about my pay.
No, he doesn't. He does not. He has.
If-
Tell more people. I might get
That's
followers.
a joke for real
if it-
life.
If it was a devil, they could.
Yeah. No, like for all you know, the Kingdom of the Mountain Service. Tell people. More people might want to seek out deals with me.
Damn.
I see no problem with that.
So you want me to go first as a gesture of goodwill, or are you gonna start?
I mean, you brought it up. Go ahead.
Well, I have to, and I quote, smite the wicked wherever I see them.
Is there a scale to that, or is it you see someone litter and you have to go bust their kneecaps?
No, it's the wicked, not the malignant.
Hmm.
Not a little scamp, but a genuine bastard.
Okay, and where does that end off? Like, clearly there are people who are doing... What is the rolling going on? Oh.
The way it was described, if you see someone stab a puppy, you should kill that guy.
Hmm.
Puppy.
I would certainly not hold back on a person like that.
Yeah, as they just hold out the sacred flame in one hand and a bright golden eldritch blast in the other.
The sacred fuck.
Yeah, that's kind of why I walk for Boss Lugner. We're mostly bounty hunters these days.
Seems as though there'd be good coordination between the two jobs.
Oh, yeah, one time, so there were these pirates actually out on the lake.
Lake
And so they-
pirates? Lake pirates?
Well, we're not on an ocean.
Well, no, it's more of a surprise of lake pirates.
I mean, there's a large enough body of water that most people mistake it for a small ocean. You're gonna get piracy.
Hmm.
It's a
Fair
massive
enough.
trade hub too. So
Less
essentially,
confusing than land pirates.
the pirate of the
I
road.
mean,
Or looks up in the sky. Sky pirates.
Skyrim?
If the lake's big enough to not be able to see the other shore, there's plenty of piracy there.
Yeah. So essentially, we took a small rowboat at night, and they rowed me up, and we rowed me over, and I'm small enough to where I can see. Me and Farah, I don't know if you met her. That big guy who works with you, she kicked him in the face a bunch during the capture of the flag.
That does sound familiar, yes.
Oh yeah, that guy died.
We pretty much snuck on, and no screams that night.
Well, okay then.
And now we own a boat.
I was about to make the question of did you consider just drilling holes in the bottom of the boat while they slept? But if you got a
No.
boat out of it,
Yeah, we
Fair
got a boat
enough.
out of it.
do any of you know how to drive a boat?
Let me pull up the names of all of Lugner's boys. I have a subfolder for this.
Is
I
it
got a subfolder for my
BOYS or
monsters.
BOIS?
I'll tell you later because it's gonna be frustrating and make no sense. Well, so we recently got this wizard guy, and I refuse to say his name out loud.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Ethan can sail.
Okay then. Good for Ethan.
And
Ethan's great.
I think he's awesome. He's like my only friend there.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
We're a business. We work together.
Fair enough.
And I mean, Sarge is okay.
Sarge?
Oh, you don't. They were that cat that kept blasting you with magic.
Oh, him.
Yeah, he's pretty fun. He's a little stiff, but he likes to think he was in the military.
Was he not in the military?
He was not in the military, but we
Is it
like.
legal for him to do that?
Sure. We just don't. He just can't prove
Nope.
rank, and we just don't contradict him. He can
Or-
make up quite a tale.
Wait a second.
Or
Is this a
about
red
to-
versus blue reference?
Floor about to
It's
teach
not.
a motherfucker about stolen valor.
Yeah, the way Ethan explained it was, he's not trying to claim I was in the Battle of whatever, Badu, and use that to gain anything. So for all we legally, he could just be calling himself a storyteller.
Fair enough.
So how many blood sacrifices does your patron need?
None.
They pout.
My
got you,
deal
yeah.
my deal equates to more of a actual form of payment in both gems and time spent talking with them.
So do you mostly work as you're well, Bill? Are you like Ethan, where you just go and punch a few things?
I would like to consider myself one who controls an area. Whether that
Ah.
means I have to stand in front of somebody and stop them from leaving, or make it very painful for anyone to move.
Oh, as far as missions go, I'm our supporter, mostly. I know one spell that can just paralyze any humanoid I find.
Sounds very useful. I have a
Oh, yeah.
similar spell, but they're still able to move. But it's very painful if they do.
So you just
I know a few
Hey.
spells like that.
And as you're having this conversation, a large Goliath dressed in furs will pop in. I'm sorry, and this person's like touched the ceiling bag with his back. He had to come through the door sideways.
Too wide for the door frame.
Why?
Are you guys pact holders by chance?
Yes.
You could make a convention out of this.
No, I've heard a lot of legends about that it could be pretty strong.
I heard that voice crack. He's a nerd.
Or a teenager.
Or
14.
AJ's a nerd.
I look at my figure of Dark Magician Ace from One Piece, that perfect style Luigi and Slife of the Sky Dragon.
It's very possible.
And my
Nah,
other
The Sky
Luigi.
Dragon?
Oh yeah, I have a little Slife of the Sky Dragon figure.
Oh, neat.
I think I just
Yeah.
misheard, but I heard someone say Luigi the Sky Dragon.
Yo, that's my new boss monster.
Wah! No, that's Wario. Waluigi.
Waluigi the
No,
Sky.
Waluigi the Tormentor.
Oh,
Wah!
Wario the Obliterator.
Wario the Forbidden One. There's no crotch.
Anyways.
Well, I've always wanted to do magic, but I guess I have no talent.
No, that's unfortunate.
I was told making a pact would be able to shortcut that.
Well, shortcut would be a broad term. You'd gain power, but it would come at a cost.
You don't get a lot.
You don't get a
remember
lot, but there are some added benefits. As his eyes just kind of shimmer for a second, he just apparates his war pick out of thin air.
Oh, they basically hammer space out a spell book.
Hey, wait
Hey.
a second. They can't do that.
Huh?
That's not how Pact of the Tome works. You
It
have
is
to do a
for this
ritual
guy.
to summon it.
He don't. He just keeps it in an extra dimensional pocket.
Oh, well, that's
That's
different. Okay.
fucking smart.
At least that's what mine does. Wait, what did you? Oh, what ones did you go with? I went to make the classic spell a little stronger.
Oh no, I took it so I would be able to see in the dark. It's very difficult to walk around whenever it's nighttime.
Laughs in Cobalt.
But I can also see through extreme darkness.
Advanced.
Advanced dark.
Why do you ask? Well, would you guys be able to tell me how to make a pact with something?
I just kind of look down at Val for a second. Well, first thing you'd have to do would get in contact with some stronger being, whether that be a gestures towards Val, a celestial of some kind, gestures towards myself, a powerful elemental. And there's other options as well, but kind of thinks for a second. I think ours might be some of the more safer options.
Well, Murder Angel, so.
Still safer than going after a powerful
It's
undead.
allowed to cross into our dimension, so
Yes.
that's certainly something.
There are tales of warlocks, pact holders who get their powers from extremely powerful undead, but
Sounds sticky.
yes. You'd more than likely want to find something that is either uncaring of the situation or I'm forgetting my words. Nice towards, what is that word?
Benevolent?
Yes, benevolent towards your existence. Rather than seeing you as a tool per se.
Like my stepdad. Kidding.
The heck? You would at first
Um,
need to gain contact with a being such as that.
How did
And-
you guys?
Contact with my stepdad.
Well, I was in a meditative trance in a church, and honest to God, this mass of swords and wings came to me in a dream.
I was lost in a cave after a cave-in, was near death, and found a pocket of emeralds that he was able to communicate through.
Do you talk to a rock?
He is a large emerald elemental, yes.
Okay, so I guess our synopsis is talk to rocks, fire, the air, and a body of water, or prey on it.
Honestly, your hardest part is going to be the first step.
I mean, are there... Do other elementals besides yours offer packs of...
Oh, if
Because
they're
yours
strong
seems
enough, sure.
expensive.
I mean, it's not that expensive when you consider my profession.
Yeah, I guess I did... What came first, the profession or the rock?
The profession.
Okay, at least I didn't know if you took to the trade out of necessity.
No, it's more just the trade became more beneficial for the pact itself.
Well, I did find this really weird patch of forest once that had blue grass.
Would I need to roll Arcana to deduce that's some Fey BS?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna have like a bit of a worried look on my face. That sounds like the Fey.
Do they count?
They can. You found this patch of forest, and did you meet or talk or interact with anything?
Well, I thought I saw a dog and then it was gone.
Okay, you didn't talk to anybody though, right?
No one was there. I called out. I said, "Hi, my name's Bjorg. What's your guy's name?"
Your name is Bjorg?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the Fae are certainly an option. Kind of have a bit of a face when I say that. Have you ever heard the saying, never give a Fae your name?
Oh, did I make a mistake?
Well, considering you still know your name, you haven't yet.
Okay, because that's if I could hold on to a moment, and I said, well, probably not. It's a concept of time.
You did what?
I said, I cannot hold on to a moment. Like, you can't hold time.
No, I mean, did you interact with someone, or you...
Well, I heard a voice. I didn't see anybody.
I looked down to Val. How is he reacting to this?
So basically the face of one eyebrow raised, an eye squinted, and their jaw kind of slack.
Okay.
They're gonna have you come down to them.
I lean down.
This guy's either an absolute lucky idiot or a secret genius.
I think it might be the former. Stand back up. Well, good luck to you. You have not given away your moment of birth.
What?
Yes. The Fae can just do stuff like that. I don't know how, and I really don't want to.
He is just gonna... Well, thank you folks for your time. I'm gonna reconsider this whole thing.
It is not a decision you make lightly, that is for sure. Kind of just tap at the crystalline part of my shell.
As your orders come in for you and Val, and basically they shake your hand. Well, I guess Boss Lugners really is crazy. He thinks you guys are all a bunch of conniving bastards. And the red girl.
He might not be entirely wrong. I can tell you Scrap is always doing something in the basement. Don't know what, though.
That thing scares me.
She's a walking wildfire.
There's no conniving there. It's just, I'm gonna set you on fire.
Fire doesn't care who you are.
This is
Everything
that's just
burns.
honesty. Yeah, Boss Lugner sees like a religious significance in her, and whenever he does that, I tell him to go talk to his professional help. I don't count.
Religious significance?
Oh yeah, he worships the god of the flame and crafting. And
Oh.
she seems to be flame incarnate to him.
Hmm.
It's not an attraction thing. It's
The Messiah! You are the Messiah! No, I'm not the Messiah!
yeah, no, it doesn't see her as some sort of messiah. It's
So
just
humble.
and scrap with the crap. Oh no!
No, Scrap's not reading a newspaper. He's mixing some chemicals. He says that, and then they fall and explode. Then he says what?
Yeah, no. It's not an attraction. It's more like you see someone who say they look like Jesus,
Hmm.
and you think, well, I'm not gonna say that's not the second coming. So in case I'm
Oh,
wrong.
you mean like the guy who looked like Jesus at the Dirty Joke show we went to at the Run Fair?
Yeah, we found Jesus.
Going back.
Yeah, no, it's essentially like you kind of look like their prophet. It's
Hmm.
not gonna rule it out.
Is that just because she's a fire genasi?
No, because she's a very intense fire.
Ah.
She
Wait.
doubles down into it.
Wait, is Dahlia starting a religion?
She
You
might
can
be a
make her
part
own
of
one. No, the only people who start.
Just kind of stumbled into it.
Did I just accidentally a holy war?
No, so the only people who start a religion on purpose are greedy.
You could start a religion of that. No, wait,
No.
don't.
Why do I feel like no? It becomes. Why do I feel like my personality and ego are fading? Why do I feel like just a mass of creativity?
Huh.
Oh, that's existential.
The gods don't have personalities or minds of their own.
Dahlia, I don't know if you want to become a god, bro. It sounds like dying, but with extra steps.
Essentially, you would just. They didn't choose to become gods. They just were.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Has any mortal ever ascended to become a deity?
There's becoming a god, and then there's just being the embodiment of creativity.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could just go like Vivek or some shit.
Like the most I would say to put it in terms is to keep your quote unquote humanity and still be you. Also, I would call it as like a saint.
So Dahlia's gonna become Saint Cell.
No, not even. There's no because the gods can't breed. It's a saint. Yeah, a saint.
Yeah.
Yeah, you become sterilized. Can't be passed down. And sometimes your consciousness just becomes a we, not an I.
I identify as a god. If you want to put that on your papers, we have to sterilize you.
I identify as they, them, not because I'm non-binary, but because I'm literally I have multiple personalities.
I'm literally two motherfuckers.
Yeah, exactly.
But now, yes, you get your orders and you go, bye, Yarrick, as they're out the door.
It's your bye.
They think you're neat.
That's good.
What a
I
neat
hope I
turtle.
don't have to bash him into the ground in another fight at some point because of a rivalry between businesses.
I don't know, Ethan's had to beat the shit out of Flora more than once, and he seems cool.
Hmm.
Ethan's had to just rock her shit at one point.
Isn't that the guy she was trying to date or something?
No, that so Titus the Bull is the guy who asked her out. Ethan
Ethan's
is
a
the blue
dragonborn.
He's the blue dragonborn archer who just thinks I'm gonna be the better blue guy.
Fair. I can respect that.
And now Pallius is left alone to wander the streets.
How much time have I spent out, like, just exploring the streets by now? It's got to be a lot.
You spent a couple days
Oh, yeah, that's more than enough. All right, Nito.
to find that thing you were talking about.
Which
You
thing?
can find a rough and tumble place.
Yeah.
You can find essentially the salty spittoon.
I want to go to the southeast too.
Okay, it is a bar called the Spitting Python.
Let me...
You gonna write it down, or you?
I am. I'm going to get. I have to.
I didn't
make
know
a
if that's what the
specific
pause was about.
vocabulary. What was it called again?
The Spitting Python.
Spitting Python.
Yeah, no, yeah. Wait,
But those are
Pale
kobolds, not
ales.
pythons. Those are cobras, not pythons.
a freaking biologist did not name this place. Yeah, no, a lion tabaxi is standing in front of the door.
Pythons don't even have venom, they just crush their prey.
Shut up, Ghost of Scrap. A mage hand gives you a wedgie.
I'll just try it. Yeah.
Which, Scrap, that is something you saw at Wizard College.
Mage
A
hand
mage
giving
hand shutting
wedgie.
people up.
Yes.
I mean, if they've got jocks, that has to happen.
Yes.
What's AJ? I have to ask, what subclass would a jock wizard be?
Oh,
Muscle
Muscle
Wizard?
Wizard Barbarian.
Oh, based. Yes, I love it.
The one where it had spells in quotes.
I cast fist.
Mm-hmm. Welcome to Spitting Python. What's your business?
I want a drink. A strong one.
You gotta be so strong to come in here.
How strong?
He basically holds out his big ol' fucking size of your face paw. Punch me.
Okay.
Anywhere but the paw, and I will have to fight you back.
I'd expect nothing less.
Oh, this man is huge. I cannot stress.
Mm-hmm.
Bordering size large.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay.
It's not the biggest though. It's not the biggest I've seen.
That's what she said.
Don't read into that.
I
Don't
can't
quote
read.
me on that. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, I will wind up and give him the best thing I can.
Go
Assuming
on arm strike, just roll. You don't have to ignore the roll to hit, just roll the damage.
Okay, I just want to see if I have this thing yet. I do not. Okay. I think it's just still. Yeah, 6.
Given the damage you can do, he says, alright, right this way. He opens, and this is a raucous place. It is basically a giant ring around a fight pit in the center. And in it is just a big red Oni grappling the shit out of people.
Is he like just tossing them around like fucking ragdolls in the middle?
Tossing
of the ring?
around, you see him deliver a stone cold stunner at one point.
Does he ever break out the steel chair?
There are no steel chairs. It is all man. He gives him the John Cena's attitude adjustment to a Goliath.
Cool. I'm going to pull up at the bar, get a drink, and enjoy the show for a little bit. Just kind of get used to the joint.
Okay, they give you a tab because say sometimes you don't always have to pay with money.
Oh.
And you can, and just one poor sod who gets given the people's elbow.
Unlucky.
Like, and this guy's your size who gets the people's elbow. You can probably tell with the fact that blood vomit came out. Probably a couple ribs.
Sucks
Yeah.
to be a regular guy in that situation.
Yeah, but this guy's not punching. He's purely doing wrestling.
So he's definitely a grappler sort of type. Okay.
Yeah, it's above game. This motherfucker you beat up. He's bad.
I mean, he looks fucking real big and tough, though. I mean, like, I'm tempted to just get in there. I'm gonna inquire that. Is this just a free-for-all, or anything set up? Is it-
Essentially, you both obviously you have to sign a waiver, and you both agree to put up a set amount of money. A winner walks home with it. Or if you want to do a more scheduled fight with more rules and not just anything goes, we could put you on a main event one day. You both walk away with some money, win or lose.
All right. But if I just want to get in there right now,
You
just gotta sign a waiver.
You either just wait in line and you can put up money if you want, or you just fight. You still sign the form though.
Yeah. I'll do that. Give me the form.
They give you a clipboard.
Man, I look official now. I could go anywhere I want with this.
That or a ladder.
That or a ladder. I don't have a ladder on me, unfortunately. If I have
give
both,
you-
then I'm just untouchable.
They give you some HDMI cables.
Give me a yellow vest and a ladder, I can go anywhere.
Yeah, you see some chokeholds, you see him headbutt a guy. This is like an advanced grappling. So do you want to just jump into the ring with that? Because I can just reuse the map.
Yeah, I think Peleus would do that. A night of relaxing and now a day of fighting. I will do a roll real quick though before.
Oh god, Yoji's back.
Oh no.
It's just the guilt ghost, don't worry.
The kill. Don't worry, Dolly, it's just your sins crawling up your back.
Howdy. No, if anything, she blames Yordra. If anything, it's Yordrick's fault.
Oh.
Damn.
Yeah,
It's
if you
okay.
want to do a combat to end your thing, we can.
Sure, I'll do it. I don't know if you want to do the full combat for him, but I mean...
It's a one-on-one, and for grappling, it ain't gonna take very long.
Alright.
So we're gonna roll initiative as I put on combat music.
Oh, I see.
So apparently this Dr. Pepper
Well-
flavored ice cream just tastes like Dr. Pepper.
Did that?
It'll do to be Dr. Pepper flavored.
Oh, I didn't click initiative.
guess
Alright,
it
let
would
me
be.
check. Let me just change that. It doesn't change, but...
Well, it specifically says Dr. Pepper Float is what the ice cream is titled, and we were talking about it earlier, questioning why it was called that, rather than it just being called Dr. Pepper ice cream.
All floats.
As they are just gonna run in this big Oni as a drow basically is coaching them from the side. Immediately gonna try to grapple your ass.
Alright, that's opposed athletics.
And
22.
you're a bit more slippery today. This guy seems tired.
That's fair. He's been through a lot right now. So AJ,
Now-
just quick.
Oh, no, you keep going. I'm gonna see if this class can unarmed as a bonus action.
Okay. Just make sure it says they can make the grapple attempt instead of like attack. Oh wait, no, attack can be used to grapple. I forget.
Oh no. So as long as they're willing to also make an attack, that grapple can be a bonus action.
Oh, okay. So
They can try again. Because grapple is an attack action.
yeah, grapple's an attack action. Yeah. Do they have bonus action grapple too? Or?
Yes.
Oh shit. Okay.
It is fisticuffs.
You can attack.
23.
Oh, that's a toughie to beat. 18, not enough.
They basically are going to grab you and put you in a full Nelson.
Okay.
It's your turn.
All right.
Right.
What was that?
They say crush.
So AJ, this is a predominantly just grapple-based fight. No
It does not
punching or-
have to be. You can punch, you can kick, you can do whatever the heck you want. This is
Oh,
anything goes.
Oh, anything goes. Okay. In that case, I'm gonna go for an unarmed strike as well on him, actually. Since I'm only grappled for now.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, you keep going. I'm just gonna. I'm seeing how long it takes to choke you out.
It will be a while. It will be a while, I promise.
It's the
Actually,
con modifier.
it's
Eight,
going.
yeah,
It
it's
skips
high.
to rounds equal to number of your con.
Really? I thought it was like a minute.
That's
So
what it's like
supposed to be a
underwater.
minute plus your.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Yeah, no. This is basically if he puts you with the rule I have for the chokehold, it's gonna be he can get you. Exactly.
Got it. Okay, okay.
Yeah, like I said, I have advanced grappling, so I have chokeholds.
Fair, fair, fair. Yeah, well, I know you can knock
okay.
someone out in like a couple seconds if you jujitsu hold their neck right. Granted, they regain consciousness just about as fast as you knock them out, but still.
Mhm.
Uh,
So, your
anyways,
go, sir.
Yep. 21 for the first.
Yeah, that'll you can back the elbow into him.
All right, I'm gonna do just that for 9 points. Of
Ooh,
wood.
okay, that hurts.
And then I'm going to spend a point to do 2 more attacks as a bonus action.
Okay.
18 for the
Yeah,
first.
do it.
For an additional 4.
Yeah, no, you were discombobulating this man's ass. You back him up with your horns on the nose.
Yep, they serve more than an aesthetic purpose. And for the last hit, 12.
Oh my god, I forgot I made him a luchador. No, that'll miss, unfortunately, as he's getting wise.
Okay.
And he's going to
no.
use his reaction to that, by the way.
Okay.
So he's gonna get that 3 plus. He's gonna get 6 temp HP.
Okay.
Due to him being a guy.
He is the guy.
Wrong feature.
Ah. That man.
Yep. So on his turn, he's gonna try to choke your ass out. So it's gonna be another grapple check.
17.
14. Hey, bonus action.
This fucking grapple, man.
Grapple man.
Oh my god, again! 12.
As his big old forearm is now against your throat, starting to squeeze. How many rounds do I have to do this?
It's an amount equal to con, right?
Yes. Well,
4 rounds then?
let me just double check. Yep.
Or is it 1 plus your
Rounds
con?
equal to con, and by the way, this is just gonna be going every turn. He does not have to maintain this, as long as he is still grappling you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
Mhm.
could try to break out.
Let's see.
Actually, AJ, can I try to reverse the grapple on him? Like grapple him in turn, basically, and just...
Yeah, if we're doing wrestling, I will allow it a disadvantage because he's already got you in the chokehold.
Oh, okay. Probably not a good idea. This man seems to be built to grapple, so...
There's a luchador subclass.
Yeah, I know. Like I'm saying, this might be this guy's thing. I don't know if I want to attempt that. At disadvantage. Okay, but I don't. What's that?
He can get more HP if he puts on a colorful cape.
Okay. All right. You know what? Actually, I'm going to do.
Oh wait, no, he does have to use his action to keep suffocating you.
Oh, okay. He does have to use the action. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's. Wait. So would that have broken if I beat him on the first one, or does that just happen?
No, it just happens because that was an attempt and a failure. That was not you using your action to break the grapple.
Yeah, I gotcha. Okay. In that case, I will go ahead and do another 3 attacks on this man.
Okay.
So first one, 7.
Yeah, it's
21.
getting dark. Yeah, 21 will do it. It's not getting that dark.
For 5.
You cracked the temp HP.
Hey. And last one is 13.
Actually, no. You didn't crack the temp HP. Never mind.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I thought.
And now Mess, he's still. Yeah, it's getting dark.
Okay. That'll be it for that one.
Yeah, he gonna do it again. Guess.
Okay.
20.
20. Jeez. 8.
Okay, so that is 2 rounds, and he can it's so according to this, you can make subsequent attempts on each turn, and on success, you lower the rounds until it suffocates by 1.
Okay.
14.
Wait, I already rolled one. Oh, he's doing it again. Okay.
He gets to do twice. Remember, bonus action.
9. I know. I got an idea. All right.
You said go to sleep.
I am going to, if that's his turn.
Yeah, that's his turn.
I'm going to take the shove action, which, if successful, will break the grapple by moving him 5 feet away from me.
Okay.
For 20.
It's just a hit to hit, right? No contest?
Someone correct me on the shove. I think it's a contest.
It should be a contest.
I think it's a contest of athletics versus acrobatics' choice.
23.
God damn, again with this man. AJ, I hate your fucking roll. You always just roll like 2 or 3 above me, motherfucker. Every time. No, we haven't. It's everyone. It really is
I've been
everyone.
doing great.
Yeah, AJ, good for you, man. Good for you.
Oh, you're getting choked out in a 4-fun fight. You're not putting money on it.
I know. It's fine. I will, however, spend a point to bonus action shove him.
Okay, cool. We're doing it again. Go for it.
What? Nat 20.
9.
That'll fail. He's going to be moved 5 feet away, and that will break the grapple.
Yeah, no, suddenly all the air and pressure is rushing back into your head.
Almost.
Ooh, yeah, ooh. Even Scrap is somehow there.
Goes to Scrap. I want to bet on the big guy again. That'll be it for my turn, though.
As he looks at you, I'm gonna do it again.
Oh, I will.
Please don't.
He's gonna stomp back in, but this time he's gonna try to punch you in the stomach. Hoo-ha! 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
7.
All right.
He's gonna spend one of his points to do it again.
Okay.
Twice.
Ah, what a guy.
This time knee to the chin. 13.
That'll fail.
And elbow to the back of the skull. 15.
That'll miss.
Yeah, he sent you a little bit flying with that one punch, and as you try to recatch your balance, it's throwing his combos off.
Well, it would be if he had broken my temp HP.
When did you use a reaction to do it?
I didn't use a reaction. I used a bonus action from my feet before the combat.
You have to announce that. That does not count.
Yeah, I do. I did it before, remember? I said I was rolling the dice, and then I rolled it publicly.
Yeah, but you never said it, or did I? And
No,
I, do not see it.
I did say the ability. I said I'm going to use this ability to roll the dice, but you remember.
Oh, I see the D. I see it now. I
can't
didn't
say
see the roll.
name. Yeah, I can't say the name for it because.
Yeah, no, I did not see the roll.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good.
I'll try to draw more attention to it in the future for you, just to make sure that you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, vibe on.
Yeah. All right. In that case, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep swinging for this guy.
Okay.
All right. 9.
He's gonna catch it.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I got out of the grapple, so that's good at least. Second attack, 7. Jesus.
Catch it again.
Oh my God, we just cannot win today, boys. That'll be it from me for that one.
Okay, he's gonna try to stomp on your foot. He's
That'll
gonna
miss.
fail. So he's gonna grab you by the throat again.
Man, we are both just not doing too high. Business.
12.
9.
As he gets you by the horns.
Like 2 or 3 every time.
As he's got.
I'd almost be less mad if I was rolling like a nat 1 or something, you know.
As he's.
I will refresh real quick.
Yeah, you refresh. He now has you by the horns.
Yeah, that's
'cause-
not right here.
Yeah, but that's Bulk's turn.
All right. In that case,
Technical ring outing. Fuck.
I am going to bring myself forward and try to kick him in the stomach.
Oh hell yeah. Meets it beats.
All right, that'll hit then. That'll be 6 points of damage on that one.
Ooh, that hurts.
Well, bonus action. I don't have any points to do the shovey shove, so I'm just gonna go ahead and hit him again
Okay,
for a 19.
that'll do.
All right, I'll just double kick him right into the kidneys.
Ah, and pause. Okay. Yeah, no, so he's gonna go for the headbutt. So he's gonna get to make the contested grapple.
Okay.
And if he succeeds, you have to make a con save against his DC, or you're stunned.
Oh God, that's a good one.
So first, 11.
I rolled a 23.
Ah, that'd do it.
Roll the refresh.
And second, 7.
19.
Oh.
This is exactly why we refreshed the page.
God, I was hoping for that lit 6. As he's trying to headbutt you, but you've made him double over.
I'm a headbutt you.
Alright, in that case, just let me see here. I think, yeah, I can take that. I am going to try to shove him off of me to break the grapple for the attack action.
Okay.
Snap one. Let's see if he gets that one too. yeah, no, he's gonna. Yeah,
He basically so he's got you by the horns. He's gonna basically crack the reins and cause a jolt to go through your body as you try to wriggle.
All right, well, pull him back. I'm gonna bonus action unarmed strike him then. After that,
Cha.
for a 12, that'll miss.
No.
So nope, not
Yeah,
quite.
he's got long arms and he has you by the horns.
Oh my God, these rolls, man. That'll be it for me. It really is. Yeah, it's literally the short kid at the playground, like holding him up.
So
Uh,
are you done?
Yep, that's all I got for now.
He's gonna drop prone.
Oh, what a fucker.
Then he's gonna stand back up and basically start stomping with advantage.
All right.
First, 17,
Yep, that'll hit.
6.
Okay.
Spend a point.
He's gonna do 2 more.
13.
And that'll also miss. Damn. All right.
He's
got off
trying to stomp, but the second he's not grappling, he's not doing so hot. This man starts strong, but he sucks in the follow through.
Elias is just enjoying this show. It is great.
Yeah, basically. So the first stomp was on the back of your head. Your face is just poof in the dust pile, and that kicked up some dust that he could not get a follow through.
All right, my turn again. I will go for the athletics to try to break him, shove him.
You're not grappled. You're just prone.
Oh wait, no, he still had me grappled. I thought
if you drop.
I thought he still had me grappled.
It's not the advantage. I think if you drop prone or grappled, you lose the grapple, don't you?
No, they just move
Oh,
with
they
you.
I don't think so.
Oh, yeah, then you're good.
Yeah. Oh, anyways. Yep.
Yeah, he
roll the
gets up at the
athletics.
end of his turn, so.
Yeah,
21.
Okay. That'll succeed. He's not shoved. Can I get up while I'm grappled?
Hmm?
Oh no, wait.
Your-
Oh no, wait. I
Your
forgot.
movement
You
is
can't-
0.
Yeah, I was gonna say no. Yeah, he couldn't. I don't think he could because he's grappled when he grapples people, so he can't stand back up. Yeah, but when you're grappled,
the way
the
it
other
should-
creature also technically is grappled, unless the advanced rules change how that works. I know.
It does not. So essentially, the way it worked was drop prone, stood back up, took you with him
Wait,
at
so
the end of the turn. Because I mean, the way I know it is that yes, the grapple and drop prone does work.
I mean, you can drag someone when you're grappling them, so.
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know. I don't know enough about like grapple rules. Honestly, AJ made the character, so I'll just go with it. AJ, so I wouldn't be able to stand up from this, right?
No, you are stood up.
Oh, I am stood
You,
up. Okay.
you move with him. He dropped, hit you, stood back up.
If he
So
was
he-
also prone, he wouldn't have advantage.
Yeah, that. I was
Neat.
gonna say.
Then yeah, that didn't change anything though.
Yeah, it wouldn't have changed anything anyway. So okay. Can I retcon the athletics thing? Because I wouldn't have done that if I had realized he was.
Absolutely.
I was knocked up. Okay.
You're still grappled with him, but yes.
Yeah. Okay. In that case, I am just gonna do an unarmed strike for the action.
Yeah.
22 for that one.
That'll do it.
Okay. 8.
Ooh. His bell's getting wrong as you basically flip back into a scorpion kick.
Yeah. And bonus action. Second one. 16
That could finish it.
for 4 minimum.
It does not.
Ah, God. Almost. That'll be it for me for this round.
Okay. So he's going to bonus action, go for that primary action, go for that lit headbutt again.
Okay.
23.
Oh boy. That one, he's gonna hit. Yeah.
Strength save. Sorry, not
Strength.
strength. Con save. Con save. It's his strength DC.
9.
You're stunned.
All right.
You're stunned for. Where's headbutt? Till the end of your next turn.
Okay, got it.
He's gonna.
It is 2 saves. Like that's not
No.
that bad. That is basically.
It's a one. It's a hit.
Yeah.
And
That
he's gonna spend his final point to brace up.
Okay.
So he's gonna get temp HP equal to whatever this is plus 6. 8.
Okay.
And that's the end of his first turn. Your stun turn. You're unstunned.
Stun doesn't remove my bonus action, so I'm gonna use my bonus action to use an ability.
Okay. It doesn't.
It takes it does not. Stun does not remove your bonus action. It just means you can't. You have no movement and you can't take an action.
Well, hot diggity daffodil.
Yep. Stun is very, very good, but there is one thing that you can kind of squeak past it.
Oh, nothing we fought had a bonus action. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, if you give creatures bonus actions, they can technically do stuff when stuns, or layer actions and stuff like that. It's just the action on their turn. So.
Okay. Yeah, but he has 8 temp HP to work with now.
Okay. So I am gonna have a thing
Okay.
active, but it will still end my turn, so I can't do anything.
You want
else.
to PM me what it is?
Yeah, sure.
Did I understand that you just said that something can take a bonus action while it's stunned?
Yes,
Yes.
because you were incapacitated. Incapacitated expressly states action, reaction.
Yep.
Actions.
The action. Your
Not
action,
bonus
not
action.
bonus action.
It, the way this game is worded, it has to specify.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. Yeah, he's got you grappled and he's got you stunned. First grapple check is going to be back into the chokehold. As he's rung your bell, he's going to bring you back into the Kimura. No, I think that's an armbar. Yeah, just into the rear naked choke. 17?
That'll succeed. Yeah.
Yeah, you are suffocating for 1 round, and he's gonna try again. 13?
19. That'll fail.
Okay, the grapple's not broken, but you are now 1 round into suffocation.
Okay.
Yep.
Well,
It does.
I'm okay with changing it, but for now,
Yeah,
we can discuss
Discuss-
later. Yeah, we can discuss
discussion
it
for
later,
next
in
time.
fact, yeah. See how broken it is.
yeah.
Okay.
At least
You're-
according to this site that I'm looking at, which may not be reliable because it's not like an official source. It also says that a stunned creature can't be stunned again because they can't stack effects.
I mean, yeah.
Untrue. You can stack stun.
We'll
no,
talk
you
about
have
it. We'll
to
talk about it after the fact.
No, well, the way we mean it is you let the stun wear off because they're gonna lose the turn. Stun them immediately because they're not stunned anymore.
Oh yeah, that totally works.
Yes,
Like,
that's
I mean,
stun stacking.
But that.
right, yeah.
But what about if you're a monk and you punch them before the end of your next turn?
Well, that's the thing, because their stun would end at the end of their turn, so you stun them on your turn, the stun is gone.
No,
so
it's
they
the
fight.
no. A monk's stun ends at the end of the monk's next turn.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay, yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll talk
Yeah.
about
Palias, it's still your turn.
that. Okay, in that case, I'm just gonna keep going on trying to finish this guy off before he finishes me off. Don't clip me on that.
Clip him on
15?
it. I've seen him meet.
For 4?
He's still temp.
And I will bonus action, unarmed strike again. I'm all out of shit, man.
Yeah, he is too.
4
I'd do it.
for 8.
That knocks him out.
Finally.
As the giant has just been tossing people just fun as he falls back,
Good fun for me too, big guy.
snoring like a cartoon.
I am smiling like a cartoon as well. That was very good for points. Oh fuck! I should have asked him what type of woman he liked first. Damn
I
it!
like a tall one with.
It's the friendo.
My brother.
Okay,
Palace gets a teleport.
if
No,
he
no.
says that, I actually call him. Damn, I have a newfound respect for this man.
Say we're gonna get Palace a teleport item. Boogie woogie. But yes, with Palius having found his people, we're gonna call it there. It's about 4 hours. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Don't be afraid to wander into a strange bar if you're with friends. And remember to choose your role carefully.